evening, my lovelies. It is Tuesday Night Live. I'm here with you this evening, and I've also got a very special guest coming on with me very shortly too. So if you're there, if you're live, give me a hello in the comments. If you're watching back on replay, give me a hashtag replay. So how's your week been? How was your bank holiday? How did you get on? What did you get up to? Eileen, hello, my lovely. How are you doing? Nice to see you on. If you are there, don't be shy in saying hello. So I've got the wonderfully incredible Sanne coming on with me tonight. She's going to be talking about sound healing and what she does. And I'm so excited to have her on the show. I've been chatting to her the past couple of weeks, and I can't tell you how excited I am to be bringing her on. So Michelle, good evening to you. How are you doing? I'm very well, thank you. I hope you are too. Lauren, hello, good evening. Stella, hello, my lovely. How are you doing today? So a few of you on already. I've got lots to get through on the show tonight. Very special guest coming on. And then I'm going to be telling you all about all the new goodies in my shop, which is so exciting because I've got a whole new range. So that's going to be coming. And then as ever, I'll be having your card guidance, and we'll also be doing one of my good old chit chats, putting the world to rights, if you're one of those that like to stay until later on. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on my very special guest. I cannot wait to introduce you to this lady. So please give a very warm welcome to the absolutely gorgeous and wonderful Sanne. Hello.
Hey.
I'm so excited to have you on.
Thanks for having me. I really love your starter with the little hourglass.
Oh, thank you. That's new. I added it today. So I've been having a tech play around, and I've got all new videos and lots of stuff going on today. I've had a complete refresh. So I don't know about you, but May, the energy for this month seems like there's not lots of new stuff coming, but as if it's going to be cemented and set in a new path. I'm feeling good about this month.
I guess it's like the Taurus energy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm feeling super good. Oh, I'm so excited. So let's tell all the ladies watching. So who are you and what do you do? I'm so excited.
So I am Sanne. I'm from Belgium originally, and I am a sound healer. I work with women using the voice and helping women to connect with their heart through the voice, both mine and theirs. And sometimes I also use other sounds, and instruments and things like that, and also silence, but mainly focused on the voice.
Yeah, I love that. Our voices, they're such a powerful tool, aren't they?
It's super powerful, and like for me, it's like it's an extension of my heart. Like if I want to express whatever is in my inner world, I usually use my voice.
Yeah, I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
so
super.
How did you get into sound healing?
Well, it's actually quite a long story.
I don't know. It's fine. We've got time.
But yeah, like I was always into music, like from a very young age. My dad would always play classical music at home. And you know those little friend books that I don't know, we had them in primary school. I don't know if you have them in the UK as well. And you write like you have this book, and then you give it to all your friends, and all your friends write in it about like what their favorite food is and their favorite color and what they want to do when they grow up and what their favorite music is. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you mean. We don't have them in our schools, but I have seen what.
Okay.
Yeah, seen them.
And like I would always, like everybody would always write like favorite music. Everyone would always like whatever was in the charts or some kind of children's music. And I was always like writing this classical Pavarotti, like opera music. And it's like super weird.
I love it. Think that when you find that type of music, it speaks to your soul, doesn't it? And you feel it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And so when I was 9, I think is when, or 8 or 9 is when you start, like if you want to do music as a kid, that's when you start in Belgium. And when I was 12, I decided that I was going to study music, and I didn't know why, but I was just like, I'm going to study music. And so it's like always been about classical music, and like my whole teenage years was like preparing to study music.
Yeah, that's amazing.
yeah, and then I guess I didn't really have an intention after that. I was just like, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to study music. And I didn't really think about what would happen next. And after I had my master's in music, I was kind of a little bit disillusioned by there was a lot of ego going on there, and it was just not really, yeah, what I expected. And so I was like totally lost. I was doing like all sorts of jobs that I totally like did not resonate with what was in my heart, and just really, yeah, just things that I just did just to be able to pay rent, basically. And then I went traveling, and then I came to the UK, and I just really felt this. Yeah, I feel like spirituality is a lot more accepted here than in Belgium. And so I felt a lot safer in that respect. And then one day I was at a party, and there was two guys, two brothers. One of them was having his birthday that night, and it wasn't really his birthday party, but it was like kind of like his birthday party and also other occasion party kind of thing. And then so the two brothers, they kind of went off, and they had this kind of this paper balloon with a candle in,
Oh,
and
yeah.
which they were going to light off together. But they were having quite like a challenging relationship, and somehow I ended up going with them. And I just stood like, I have to admit I wasn't fully sober, but I just like somehow stood there, and I felt like I was holding space for them, and kind of whenever they were starting to get a little bit like I felt I was channeling something higher that was not coming from me to support them. And that was the moment for me, like, okay, I need to study healing. I need to do some healing work.
That's
And
amazing.
and so then I found this website, like really random website, which is like all sorts of healing. Like it didn't even have links, it didn't even have descriptions of what it was. It just had like all the names. And there was things I was interested in, like herbalism and things like that, and aromatherapy, but there wasn't really anything that like immediately stood out until I got to foot reflexology. And I was like, of course, foot reflexology. This is what I always wanted to do. This is super cool.
Yeah.
And then I watched a video on YouTube, and it looked so boring. And it was just like I needed something really intuitive in that time. And even though like now I love systematic work, and the video looked really systematic, and it was just not what I needed in that moment. And I was like, no, maybe not. And then I found on that same list, I found sound healing. And I was like, yeah, maybe that makes more sense. Like I did study music.
Yeah.
And first I was a bit like, what is sound healing? What is this? And then at the same time, I was also a bit like, why have I not heard of this before? Come on, I studied music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically how I got into it.
Oh, Haley says how lovely that you felt it. You do. I think you naturally kind of gravitate towards where you're meant to be and what you're meant to be doing. And
Yes,
if
totally.
you're like me, you've probably found that you've gravitated towards it once and thought, nah. And then you drift back. You always come back into it. So after
Yeah.
you did your study, you qualified in the sound healing. What next?
Then I started doing like one-on-one healings. I started doing group healings, and then kind of after a while, lockdown happened.
Yeah. I feel that feeling all too well. So like for anyone that's watching, and if they've never heard of sound healing or never experienced it, so what exactly is sound healing?
Yeah, it's a pretty broad subject. Like I'm still amazed by it every day. So like like the really simple way is saying like, oh, it's sound and it's healing. So you use sound to bring about healing, which basically is what it is.
Yeah.
But of course there is a lot more to it. Like, there's singing bowls, there's drums, there's silence. Like silence is super powerful. And one very important aspect in sound healing is intention, and having a clear intention and letting that be carried in the vibrations of the sounds.
Yeah.
So I do work quite a bit with intention as well. And yeah, this is why I really like the voice, because first of all, like we always have it with us. Like you don't need to carry heavy singing bowls or whatever, even though they're gorgeous, and I have a few myself as well. But yeah, it's always there. It's part of us, and it's really direct to put the intention in it.
I love that. Oh, so like if you were running like a one-to-one session, like what would be like the general, like how would it pan out? What would you do with someone?
Yeah, so first we have a bit of an introductory chat and like, okay, what is it you want to work on? What is going on in your life? Like, how are you feeling physically, mentally, emotionally? Because it can literally work on all those levels. Like, okay, it's not gonna, okay, I have a cut now, and now I'm gonna do some sound healing, and it's gonna be healed in 5 minutes. It's not really like that. Magic. It is magic, just not to that degree.
I love that.
Yeah, and then I do some sounding over the body, carrying this intention. I also ask them to carry the intention, and then there's some silence, and then again signing over the body, again silence, and so that's kind of how it happens. So it's pretty simple. It's
Yeah,
not easy, but it's simple.
I love it. I love that. So that's amazing because you do that, and then you also do, it's called toning, isn't it? So you
Yeah,
do
so that's
toning in your group. So what
yeah.
is toning?
So toning is literally just creating a tone with your voice. And like I say, like it can help on all those levels, like physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. I like that everyone is saying hello.
Everyone's here. We've got Eileen, Kaylee, Vicky's here, Sonia's here, Linda Mack, that's my grandma. Hello, grandma. So yeah,
Yeah, so it does literally work on all those levels. And like I've seen it with my clients. I've also experienced it myself that, for example, I had a sound healing when I was first learning, and I was having a lot of nerve pain in my leg.
yeah,
Like it was totally not my intention. Like I wasn't even thinking about healing it, or like even considering that sound healing would help with this. And then my friends gave me a sound healing, and during the session, literally there was this click happening in my hips, and it was just like something released. And after that, I didn't have pain for maybe 3 months, maybe more. And it was just like, yeah. And I was quite surprised, because I was like, okay, maybe a few hours or a few days, but like literally it was months that I didn't have the pain. And then of course, like, and this is one thing with healing, if you don't work on what was actually causing it, of course, it's not going to heal long term. And I was still like doing things that were not helpful. Like I was driving the car a lot, and things like this.
Oh
Yeah.
wow. So in your group, you do a lot of toning exercises there that people can join in on, don't you?
Yeah, so every Sunday I do a toning. Last Sunday it kind of went a bit pear-shaped, because apparently the sound was not working.
Oh no. Oh no. It's technology sent to test us though, isn't it? So
Yeah, and there was no one live, so I was just like doing my thing, and then afterwards people were watching the replay like, I can't actually hear it.
no. Oh no. So I'm gonna direct people to your group shortly, but there's something else that you do that I absolutely like love the concept of it. So I'm gonna ask you about your soul song.
Yes, so a soul song is what I created because of lockdown, basically, because it's something I can do without having to be directly there with the person. So we still set an intention, and there's still so I record it instead of being one-on-one there. So we set an intention, and then I kind of guide you through. It's more like a meditation, but it's still like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And you can also do it lying down, but it's more recommended to do it.
We've got a small person coming in. No, Carrie, I'm listening. He's listening too with his boobies.
Hello.
Say hi.
Hi.
Cover those boobies. This happens every time I go live. This is like a given.
How was your birthday?
You have a great birthday? Yeah. What'd you say? Thank you. Thank you. Good boy. Right, off to bed then. Oh. Bless him. So yeah, you were saying, so you get people to lie down.
Yeah, so in a one-on-one session, it's always lying down. In the soul songs, I usually recommend to do it sitting, but you can do it also lying down. It's just you're more likely to fall asleep, which is
Yeah.
not a bad thing, but it helps if you can stay more conscious with
Yeah.
it.
That's amazing. I love the concept of that. It's just amazing. And then they would have it, I'd assume, like on a file to just keep. They listen to when they need.
They can, exactly. So they can just listen to it whenever they want and listen to it again and again. And this is one of the reasons I didn't want to, because I know some sound healers do one-on-one live over Zoom, but I was a bit like, what if my internet connection breaks down? And like, it just doesn't feel a safe environment. And like, if something happens with either their or mine internet connection, like I can't be there to support whatever the process is so much anymore. Well, if it, if you can just sit down, you can listen to the recording, you can do your thing, and of course afterwards you can always reach out again to to ask questions or share or whatever.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that. That's such an amazing concept. And I'm not going to put too much out there, but we have spoken about doing stuff together with the art and the sound. So that's like on the down low. We're gonna zip, but that is a little teaser for anyone that's kind of excited to kind of work with Sarah and then with me, and then maybe fuse something together. So very, very exciting. So talking about your group where you do the toning. So you've got your group, it's Sounds from the Divine. So people can just, oh no, wrong one. Where am I at?
Yeah, that's the
Discover Your Divine Voice, that's it.
Yeah.
So that's your group where you do the toning and like that's your community space where I suppose people can be a part of what you do.
Yeah, and we have a monthly theme, and this month the theme is gratitudes, which
I love that.
One of my favorite subjects.
I love it. That's amazing.
Being grateful.
Don't we all? I love it. And it's so important to be grateful as well, because I think so many people, as we bimble about kind of our daily life, and we focus a lot on what we don't have and what we need. And I think it's good to focus on what we do have and to be grateful for what's already there. I think it's so important. So the one that I brought up before that I was meant to bring up next. So whereby people can follow and work with you. So if someone wanted to essentially book in with you, like book a soul song or to work directly with you, how would they do that?
Yeah, so that can be through the Facebook page or Instagram or even my personal page. You can reach out.
Amazing. Yeah. What I'll do is I'll tag you in this post as well. But anyone that's looking, so you're on Facebook and Instagram as Sounds from the Divine.
Exactly.
That's amazing. I'm so intrigued by everything that you do. And like since we first had our first conversation, like I just love you and your work, and we're like, So there's definitely like lots of things in the pipeline and lots of good things to come. But if anyone is intrigued and interested by sound healing and soul songs, absolutely pop over and check out Sanne and her work and do some toning and see how you feel. It's good. I can't big you up enough. Is there anything that you want to put out there or kind of?
Yeah, I just wanted to say about, I know for a lot of people, they've had bad experiences, maybe even as a child, when the teacher would say like, oh, don't sing too loud. Everyone else sing a bit louder, but you be a bit more quiet, or things like this, like really kind of dismissive comments and just not nice experiences. And sometimes it can be a bit challenging to start with this kind of work. And in like actually my sound healing teacher, he had this experience as a kid, and it's been so fulfilling for him. And I've seen it with people, like once you start learning to overcome this, it's actually really fulfilling to then work with the voice, because it is, for most people, unless you're a monk and you live in silence, like for most people, the voice is something we use on a daily basis. And if you have this kind of like subconscious patterns, like it does affect you, and it's really beneficial to overcome them. And so in this kind of situations, I always recommend, even if you don't feel comfortable starting the toning, just watch a video, see how you feel just seeing someone else do it. And then when you're, I don't know, on your own in your room, in the toilet, whatever, like just try it.
Just give it a go. I think it's taking that first step, isn't it? I think with anything, if you've not tried it before, but also like kind of even when I do healing and I work a lot with the chakras, there's a lot of people have blocks in their throat chakra, and whether it's holding back from, like you say, when they've been a child told not to speak up, or whether they're just like dying to say something but haven't got the confidence to let it out. And so to really open up the throat, and I suppose with the sound traveling through, that can heal the throat chakra as well, or it can kind of really benefit. It's amazing. I love the sort of the concept of it and the sound, and it's like, even for me, music's so powerful. And I suppose everyone watching, you've probably got like a favorite song or something that when you feel it in there. So I'd imagine that soul song, because it's personal, that's going to hit you on that deep soul level that maybe they've not felt that intense before. Is that like that would be my kind of understanding?
Yeah, I had one woman who had a soul song, and I don't actually remember what her intention was, but afterwards she wrote to me how she just started crying and how she just felt her heart just burst open, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because it's that thing of, it's not just one person connecting with an intention, because intention is super powerful anyway, like working with intention. And then there is the sound on top of that, but then there's also like a second person, like kind of praying for this person to have this intention to manifest. And it's just super powerful.
That's amazing. I love it. And I suppose the thing is, like with sound, if you haven't got like the words to say to kind of put it into what, that sound's still there and it will just resonate. And it's I suppose it's universal, isn't it? Because it's not language as such, so it's resonates deeply with anyone.
It's a lot more primordial.
Yeah.
And like really, it comes from a really deep level.
So
and
special.
Also, sorry.
No, you go on.
Yeah, I wanted to say, like, also if you look at most religions, like most of the stories of creation, they all start with sounds, and it's super fascinating. They all start with sound and vibration.
Yeah, wow, that's amazing.
Even in science, you know, like there's the Big Bang, which is vibration.
Yeah. I suppose that's what it is. It's vibration and frequency, isn't it? And I think there's a lot more to sound than a lot of people realize, because we have so much just like, I call it like garbage sound all around us that we shut off from stuff. And even so I always say, like breathing, like we breathe all day every day, but it's not until you stop and consciously breathe. So would it be the same like when you stop and you consciously like listen, rather kind of blocking it all out?
This is why I also really like to work with silence and listening to silence and listening to the sounds around us, and yeah, it's just such a big subject.
I could talk to you for, well, I have spoken to you for hours. I think our first call was like over 2 hours, wasn't it? We just like
So
chit
thank
chatting.
you.
It's great. I love it. I love our chats. They're amazing. And I think I'd love to have you on again sometime. It'd be great. But we have had a chit chat, and for my Soul Circle members, we're gonna have a chat about you doing a session with the ladies in the membership, which will be put out there nearer the time. But that's super duper exciting. And I'm just like so ecstatic to work with you more and just do more with you. It's like I can't stop smiling and putting it into words. But no, I've absolutely enjoyed like, having you on, and hopefully people have enjoyed it. If anyone's got any questions, please do pop them up, or if there's anything you want to say or mention, if you've discovered sound healing for yourself or how your experiences have been, do let us know in the comments. I'm keeping an eye out just there. There we go. Pat says that sounds fascinating. There we go. We've got Sam. So she's one of my Soul Circle members. So she would be well in on a session. So we've got Leslie says, I listen to heart frequency. See, that's, I don't know much about sound and healing, so I don't know what that means. I'm being really naive here. But I'm assuming that's the one, the heart frequency one. Dawn says, very interesting live show. So they've enjoyed it. They've enjoyed having you on. I have. And, oh, there we go. We've got Kelly. Love sitting by the river, listening to all the birds and different sounds. Love looking at the clouds, seeing if I can see anything in them. I love doing that. That's like a good old like childhood pastime of mine, to look at the clouds, but to take in the sounds around us. Amazing. Just Leslie says it's her singing bowl sound. Aha. There we go. Linda would like to know more, and we'll have to look into it. So Linda, you can check out over on Sanne's Instagram or Facebook and group and find out more there, and check out, do some toning exercises. That'd be amazing. Okay, there you go. Pat says music and sound affects me very, very deeply. I suppose some of us will, just like you've got like the artists, and you've got like the music, you've got the people that will resonate deeper with certain senses, I suppose is the word. So yeah. Amazing. I'm just checking out the comments. But listen, if anyone does have any further questions, or if they want to book in a soul song or anything else, I'll pop all the details in the comments, and you can check out more. But thank you so much for coming on this evening. I'm absolutely blessed to have you on with me. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for having me. I feel really grateful.
Oh, you're more than welcome. It's been lovely. I haven't even got the words to tell you how happy I am to have you. So all we've got, Pat loves, lovely. So thank you once again so much, and I can't wait to chat to you and have one of our good old chit chats again, and put more plans into action. So thank you so much, and lots of love.
Take care. And thank you, everybody.
You're welcome. Bye. 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 Oh, how amazing was that? I enjoyed that. I could talk to Sanne for hours. I really, really could. But if you've watched me before and you know me, you'll know that I talk for hours anyway. I usually go on for about 2 hours on my lives. So I've seen quite a few of you are newbies on here that haven't watched before. So if you haven't watched me before, let me tell you, I'm a bit like Marmite. You're either going to love me or you're going to hate me. One or the other, but I won't be offended if it's the latter one. So this evening we've got a lot on. Obviously, if you're watching back, if you're on replay and you have just watched that amazing interview, if you're catching me now, then you'll be able to log on afterwards and watch again. So that would be yay. So welcome. Hello. So let's check out what's going on. So let me give you a rundown of what's going on tonight. So we have got, I'm just reading through your comments. Trudy, that's all right, don't worry. Never hurts to do some absolutely. Just reading all your comments again. Okay, so lots on tonight. So today is the first Tuesday of the month, which means I am going to be announcing the winner for this month of the free 30-minute one-to-one. So if you haven't got your name down for it, if you put your name down a while ago, then you're in it for this draw. If you haven't put your name down on it, then unfortunately you have to put in for next month. I'll tell you how you can do that. So we've got that winner coming up. I will be pulling some cards. I've got my trusty steeds right here, so I will be pulling some cards to do some guidance there. I've got lots of new stock. I've got a whole new range in the shop, which I can't wait to tell you about. And then I'm going to be having one of my good old chit chats towards the end of the show, those of you that like to stay on a bit longer. So let's see, what shall we do first? Shall we do some readings first? I'm not going to announce the winner just yet. Tell you what, let's do some readings. So if you haven't watched me before, when I bring up, where's it at? Where's it gone? So when I bring up this ticker here, that means that I am doing readings. And then when I bring that one up, it means that's kind of last call. But if that ticker isn't up, that means that I'm not doing readings. But those of you that you've all watched me before, well, most of you have watched me before, is the moon in the shop yet? Yes, it is. And I'm going to be telling you all about that. So Pat's just ordered her moon. Sam's here for the rant. Yes. Amazing. So excited. So let's do some readings first, and then I'm going to tell you all about the shop. Carly, yes, there is a moon. I've got my own moon. I'll show you it as well because it's the exact same one. So let's bring this up. If I don't get to you first, do ask, but obviously keep it nice and keep it polite. We don't like to have assholes here. If this is your first time watching me, let me tell you, I'm very straightforward. I do swear, I will swear, and that's why I said I'm a bit Marmite. You'll either love me or you'll hate me, but I give my guidance very direct, very uncensored, shall I say, but it is with lots and lots of love. Right, so let's go, Lisa. Don't think I've read for you before, so let's have a look at what they've got for you. It's Linda's first time as well, so lots of you asking. Honestly, I've got so much goodies in the shop. I can't even wait to. I've got lots of new stock all around me, and I can smell it. That might give a hint about what it is. Let me tell you, it does smell good though. Okie dokie. So let's have a look here. Okie doke. So Lisa, you've got the Hanged Man, and you've also got the Eight of Cups in reverse. So this one is telling me here to look at this. You might find that either recently or just in general, that a lot of the blame gets pushed on down to you. Even if you're not in the wrong, you might be feeling like people are blaming you, or people have twisted things lately at the minute. But this one is giving me, because that one is saying to you, like, you're tending to people's needs. You're keeping on. This one's saying to me, because it's in reverse, is saying that whoever's making you feel like you're not worthy, that maybe you're in the wrong, maybe making you feel like shit, basically. Anyone that's making you feel like that, step back from them. Don't feel afraid to cut that person out of your life, because what I'm seeing here for you is that between now and August, you are kind of, your confidence and sense of self is really going to pick up. I feel like where either home life or work life is concerned, that you need to really step into your own, have the confidence to speak up, and not let people. I'm trying to think of a good way to say it without swearing, to be honest, but there's not. So I'm just going to say, don't let people shit on you. Don't let people treat you like crap, because you're better than that. And I feel like it's almost like you're just doing stuff just to keep the peace. You don't want any drama. You don't want any hassle. So I think this is saying, without causing a scene, because I don't feel like that's your style, this is just saying to you to step back from anyone that's not doing you any good, from anyone that's making you feel like less than you are, and thinking, you know what, I'm better than this. Okay. And this is giving me, you're going to have a big confidence shift by August. And then from August to December, what I'm seeing is bigger shifts that are going to bring about sort of opportunities come from what's gone on over the summer. These opportunities are going to come between August and December. Lose my voice then. And you'll probably find that your situation will be a lot different then to what it is now, but you'll be a lot happier, and you'll be you'll be in a space where the people around you are treating you as you should be treated. So hopefully you can take that. I feel like I've waffled a little bit there, but there we are. I do like to waffle. So there we are. Let's have a look on, just reading all your comments. I'm going to see who sticks out to me, but don't be afraid to ask again. Right, Kirsty, let's pull for you. And if you're just popping on, if you have got your name down for my monthly draw to win a 30-minute one-to-one with me, if your name's down on my list, if you know you put your name down, then you might be in with a chance of winning. If you haven't put your name down, then I'll be telling you all about how you can do that to be entered in for next month, being that chance to win the free one-to-one. Lisa, you are very, very welcome, my lovely. I'm glad you're feeling positive. So Kirsty, for you, you've got the Queen of Swords in reverse, and you've also got the Moon in reverse. So looking at this for you, I've got the solar plexus chakra and I've got the throat chakra. And here what I'm feeling is that you need to have the confidence to say something that's kind of niggling in there. I feel like it's for you. You know what you want to say. You know what you want to do. You know where you want to be. But it's that fear of just doing it, saying it, letting it out, or telling the person who's concerned. But also what I'm seeing here for you as well is that I feel like I don't know if it's work as such, but I'm getting paperwork or some sort of writing is going on here. I feel like something, I don't know, something that's maybe a bit more official. I'm trying to see what I can get there. For some reason, you're holding yourself back, or there's something that you're hoping for, or it's already kind of been told, but you're waiting for it to be like in black and white. This is what I'm picking up for you. So if you are waiting on confirmation of something, then this is saying to trust and like it's real, it's coming, it's there. But I feel like you have been knocked in the past where perhaps things have been said and then the promises haven't been carried through. They haven't followed through to be what they said they were. So you're quite right to kind of hang about and wait. But I am seeing here that you need to have more confidence in yourself because you're more capable than you realize, and you are capable of doing the things that you want to do. You just need to be able to speak up and do it. So everything looks like it's in order. It's for you, it's more of a confidence thing and to just trust with what's there. Bear with me. I'm just going to shut the door because the little ones came in just before and they've left it open and I can hear them waffling on upstairs. So 2 secs. I'm going to grab that moon while I'm there as well. I'll give you a sneak peek. Ooh, moony. Anyway, so there we go. Just looking back through, just going to pick out some comments. Right, okay, Lauren, let's go for you, my lovely. So I'm going to be on for a little while. Carly can't find the moon. It should be under something in divination, energy cleansing, and no, energy and divination. I think it's under. What I'll do is I'll bring it up. I'll do a screen share on here, and I'll show you the moon. I'll talk you through it. So Lauren, for you, lovely. Let's have a look. You've never seen me before. Oh goodness. So I am here live on my page every Tuesday evening at 8:45 UK time, but you'll also catch me over on the Lengra lives sometimes with Claire and the gang. But yeah, every Tuesday without fail, unless something terrible has happened, then I may not be here, but every Tuesday. Kirsty, just reading, definitely makes sense. Just got maternity cover promotion. It's not really moved forward yet, but it will soon. And be confident in your service. I'm gonna do a good job. Oh, bless you. No, you will do amazing, my lovely. Absolutely amazing. Trust in yourself. Okay, Lauren, for you, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and you have got the Three of Swords in reverse. So what I've got here for you is, right, looking at this one, I feel like for you, finances are turning for you, but in a good way, okay? But I feel like the problem is here for you, my lovely, is that your negative thoughts are holding you back. I feel like you're limiting yourself with your negative beliefs. So like with this one here, because with that one, like stuff's just falling into his hands, like it's there for the taking. But this way, this is more your mindset. I feel like there's a fear of grasping what you want, or what you want being there, but then you telling yourself that you're not worthy of it or you shouldn't have it. But this is telling me that things are fine. You just need to have a more positive mindset about it and to trust in the commitments that you've already made, because you've done the right thing. But I feel like worrying about it now, like you're not going to bring about any good from worrying about what's already done. I think what you need to do now is to focus on what's next. What can you do next that's more positive? What can you do to nurture what's already going on? What can you do to maintain? Because I feel like just doubting and looking back and thinking, should I have done that? Or is it going to work? That's sending out a bad vibe that's going to send back and be like, no, like it's not going to work. So hopefully that makes sense. So it gives you a bit of a kick up the arse. So there you go. Linda, where can you get sage sticks from, please? I sell them in my shop, so you can get them from there. I will do a screen share and I'll show you all my shop. You can see what's going on in there. I've got card decks. I have got a whole new bath and body range, which I haven't let out, but I'm going to show you that tonight. So card decks, I've got sage, I've got incense, cones and sticks. I have got, what else have I got going on there? Lots of bits there. And then also the lovely Leslie, who is my supplier for all the crystal goodies. So you can get your crystal bags, your jewelry, lots of it's going on there, but I will show you that in the shop, including the moon as well. Would need a reminder every week. So if you make sure that you follow me on the page, and then what I do is I put up a little post a few days before, and you can click that little reminder button on there, and Facebook will automatically give you a reminder that I am going to be live. So that's just looking through all the comments. Okie dokie. Right, Gracie, let's go for you, my lovely. Thank you, Sam. So here we go. Yeah, definitely make sure you do like the page so you don't miss it. And if you haven't seen me before, keep an eye on my page. I do put out a lot of posts, but they're like gold. That's not me tooting my own horn and being, well, actually, no, it is me tooting my own horn and being a bit big-headed. But if you don't know me, if you've never kind of experienced me and what I do before, I'm not just a psychic that sits and does readings on a live. That's not who I am. That's not what I do. In fact, if anyone used the word psychic to describe me, I'd just be like, because that's not what I am. I can do psychic readings. I can do mediumship readings, but I don't. That is not what I do. So the focus of what I do with my readings is to really help women understand like where they're going, to feel clearer, to carve out a clear path, to know like what the hell they're doing with themselves. If you've got a problem coming up and you want clarity on it, I'm going to help you through that. But essentially, I'm not like a quick fix. I'm not a novelty. I'm not someone that you come to find out if your husband's cheating on you or if your nan's all right on the other side. That's not me. That's not what I do. Sam, it's quicker to say what you don't do. I know. So primarily, I do healing. I run meditation classes. I do women's empowerment. I do a lot of stuff centered around helping you find the real you and step into that. I'm not a quick fix for kind of just a novelty act. Oh, yes, hello.
My TV's broken.
Why is it broken?
Because it hasn't.
Okay, you go up into my room then. Close the door though. As long as you're very quiet. I love you. So this is also a very common occurrence. So my little ones always come in on a live. It wouldn't be a real live if they didn't. But yeah, basically me, what I do is I'm a big advocate for women's empowerment, helping you feel like the woman that you should be. So I'm not the type of person that would just do a little reading just to send you on your way and tell you bad stuff. I'm here for like the deep stuff. I'm here for helping you through your deep problems, but not just to leave you in the shit. I'm here to help you figure out a way through it, or to help you delve into, if you're at a point where you don't know who you are, if you don't know where you're going, like, because some ladies I work with literally do not have a clue. If I say, right, who are you? Like, what do you enjoy doing? And they're like, I don't know. So then I help you dig deep into you to have the confidence to be the you that you want to be, not the you that people want you to be or that you've been conditioned to be. And that's why I'm the way I am. I swear a lot. I dress however the hell I want. My hair, let me tell you, is normally bright orange. It's not at the minute because COVID, but it is getting done on the 19th. And my hair will literally be like this color, or actually maybe more. No, hang on. That color. When somewhere between these. But anyway, Gracie, let's do your cards. See what's in there for you. We got. Whew. Just reading all your comments. You're too kind. You are. Okay, Gracie, for you, my lovely, you've got the 10 of Pentacles and you've got the Empress in reverse. So I'm feeling for you, I want to tap into kind of your family and family dynamic. I don't know if things have been a bit kind of upside down at the minute. And I don't know if there's something to do with your mum or how you're feeling about yourself as a mum. But I do feel like for you, over the next 3 months, I feel like you really need to factor in a bit more self-care for yourself and take a bit of time out, because I feel like physically and emotionally, you look like you are burnt out at the minute. And I feel like you're running around doing everything for everyone else, but would they do the same for you? And I feel like that's where the struggle is. I feel like there's a lack of balance there within that family life. But the trouble is here, look at this. I've just pulled out another one for you, the Queen of Cups in reverse. This one's saying to me that you probably don't necessarily have that option to have a night off or to distance yourself. I feel like it's almost like it's 24/7. You're on the go all the time and you haven't got that rest. So this is saying to me that you really need to factor in that self-care, because you're really burning yourself out. And I feel like you may not want to admit it. As parents, we all get to the point, but it's like you're kind of starting to resent or feel negative towards all the stuff that we have to do as parents. But rightly so, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on you at the minute. And you need to hear, like, you are doing a good job. You are doing a damn well fine job. And whether no one's told you lately, you need to believe it for yourself, because look at what you've done. Look at what you've got. And even if today's been a shit day, or if yesterday was a shit day, know that in your heart, you've done the best that you can do. Okay. And sometimes the best that we can do is to just snuggle down, wrap a blanket around ourselves, snuggle in with the kids, and just chill out and watch a movie. And sometimes that's the best you can do that day. Maybe one day the best you can do is like a full-on bake load of cookies and crafts and all of this amazing stuff that all the mums on Facebook we see are doing. And when you don't do that day, you see this mum doing it and you think, oh shit, I'm not doing so great today. I didn't do all the baking. I didn't do all of that. I didn't do all the PTA stuff. And we doubt ourselves as parents a lot. But actually, are your children happy? 9 times out of 10, not joking, right? Sometimes I feel bad if we have a cereal night for tea. And don't judge me, people, because I know that you've done it if you're a parent as well. And then they'll be like, then you're thinking to yourself later, like, shit, I'm a bad mum. I give my kids cereal for tea. But then, like, a few days later, the kids will be like, oh, I loved having that. That was such a cool tea. And it's sometimes the moments in which we feel like we are failing are the moments that actually your kids are having the best time. So don't be so hard on yourself. I think make sure you give you time for you. And I mean really time for you. It may be difficult. Obviously, I don't know what your family life's like or what your routine is or what you do. But even just 5-10 minutes here and there, okay? But take this as your message to know and really take it in that you are doing a damn well good job. I promise you that. So, all grown up and left home. So if they're all grown up and left home, then I feel like maybe you're at the point where maybe you've doubted yourself, or maybe, I don't know if you've got grandchildren, or I'm getting like a real child vibe around you, like a younger child. So if if you have got grandchildren, then it's that constant worry of, are you being good enough? Or whether it's to do with children, whether it's to do with partners, whether it's to do with any work, whether it's to do with anyone, it's just that constant feel of, am I good enough? Am I doing a good job? So just trust in yourself that you are, and whatever you're doing with yourself, you are doing a great job. Lisa, that's all right. You're very welcome. Make sure you pop on next week. But lots in there. Gracie, must be your job. Do you work with children then? Because I have got a really child energy around you. That's excuse me. That's why I assumed that you had smaller children. I've just picked up there as well. There's a slight block in your throat chakra. Perhaps there's someone around you that maybe you feel like something needs to be said, not necessarily in a bad way, but maybe something needs to be said and you're on the fence about whether to say it or not, but it's for someone else's good, perhaps speaking up for someone that can't necessarily speak for themselves. My thoughts on that would be to say what needs to be said, because I feel like you're advocating for someone else that needs that support there. So hopefully you can take that bit there. Just looking back through Kelly, on a journey of self-discovery, making a bucket list, trying to become me again, self-love. Absolutely is. Absolutely. So I've got on Friday night is my Go F Yourself masterclass. Officially, the doors are closed, but if you do want to sneak in that back door and join me on the masterclass on Friday, it starts at 8:15. It's a 90-minute masterclass, and it is only £13 at the Lord. This is the first time I've run it, so it's only £13. Next time it's going to be £27 to get onto it. So if you do want in, pop me a message and I'll send you the link how to do that. And then that's Friday night. But I'm not going to bang on too much about that because it's technically done. Katie, my lovely, how are you doing? So just reading for all the comments now. Sam's chit-chatting away. There we go. Amazing. Right, let's see who else is on. Gracie, you're very, very welcome. Louise, yes, do watch the beginning on replay. I had the incredible Sanne on with me, and she is just wonderful. And if you've just joined on, do watch back the replay so you can check out what she does and how to contact her, how to work with her. Sam's all set for the masterclass. She's on the upgrade. So I think I've got lots. I think most people that signed up upgraded. So I'm pretty full up for upgrades for the one-to-ones. But if you do want to sneak in that back door on the masterclass, I might tell you about it in a bit. Right, let's pull 2 more for readings. And then I'm going to talk to you about the shop. And then I'm going to announce the winner. And then I'll do some more readings. And then I'll have a good old chit-chat. I haven't got wine tonight because I've run out. But I don't drink and read. But sometimes I have a wine sat on the side waiting for when the readings are done for the night. So there we go. Okay, Vicky, let's pull up for you, lovely. Let's have a look. And I will look back through the cards. Right, I'm going to do 2 more. So don't be shy in asking. If you've asked already, just ask again and see what comes up. And then I can't wait to talk to you about the shop. So excited. Okie dokie. Right. They've got... Okay, Vicky, for you, what I'm looking at, the cards that I've pulled, you've got 3 Pentacles in reverse, the Wheel, and the 3 of Swords in reverse. I do feel like, especially looking at the Wheel, there is a shift in your family dynamic over the next 3 months. However, looking at these 2, the 3 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles, it's not as straightforward as would be. I feel like there's not necessarily going to be a bump in the road, but there's going to be like maybe a delay or some sort of paperwork thing or something like that. But I am seeing that there is that shift in the family dynamic. And I'm just pulling a couple of cards to see what comes there. Definitely drawn to July. But I'm not seeing, like, an animal hasn't come up in the cards as such, but that change in that dynamic is there. But just be aware that things might take a slightly different path, or it might be a case that, like I say, there's the delays or there's the blocks there. Hopefully that makes sense. But I'm getting, it's not just like getting a pet though, because I've pulled the 10 of Swords for you and I feel like that's like a whole new chapter. So hopefully that's given you some reassurance. I know it sounds a bit cryptic, but I'm going to assume that you know what that means, even if I don't know what that means. So there we have it. Sam physically can't bring you wine, but have a cocktail on me. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Oh no, Trudy can't watch the Soul Circle in the morning. That's all right. You can watch back when you're ready. Lauren can't wait for the shop goodies. Woohoo! Sam says a 1-to-1 is worth it alone, but the masterclass is going to be amazing. So the masterclass 1-to-1, that one is working through essentially what we've gone through in the masterclass and seeing what's happening there. But you can book like a 1-to-1 reading or healing session with me up here on the website. So there we go. Right, I'm gonna look for. I'm gonna do. Okay, I know I said I was going to do 2, but I'm going to do a couple more. Okay, so let's go for. Let's have a look. Right, Pat, let's pull for you, lovely. Let's have a look. Okie dokie. Right, Pat, you've got the 4 of Swords and you've got the Hangman in reverse there. So to look at these 2 for you, I feel like you've been on the fence about something, whether to kind of do it or not do it. But this one's saying to me, I feel like now you're at that point where you don't really give a shit what anyone else thinks. You're quite happily in your own bubble and in a good way. So this is you, that's you like burying the past, any badness. And this is you having the having the confidence to be and say what you want to be. And then with that Hangman in reverse, this is telling me like you're no longer to blame. You're no longer a victim. You're no longer under somebody's, I can't think what the word is, but like you're your own person now. You're owning it and you're going with it. So this one's given me over the next 4 months, you've got some growing to do, but in a personal development kind of way, like in a good way. So looking at this one, I feel like for you, you're on the right path, and actually it can only get better from here. But you just need to have confidence in moving forward. Just keep moving forward. Don't let the past overshadow anything that you're doing. Don't let any doubt overshadow. So hopefully you can take that. It gives you a bit of a yay. I can't think what the word was I was looking for then, but you know what I mean. Carly's found the moon. Yay! So there's lots of bits in there. So I will be showing you more because you're going to want to order lots of other bits. Okie dokie, let's have a look. Linda, let's pull for you, my lovely. Okay. Let's have a look. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to do a few more because there's some newbies on tonight, and then there's those of you that join on every Tuesday. So I want to go through for a few. Let's say I'll do 3 more after this one. Okay, so Linda, for you, my lovely, you've got the Devil and you've got the 10 of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing here is, I don't know which way around it is, whether it's your view on someone else or someone else's view on you. But what I'm seeing here is that there's an incorrect view of what's going on. I'm trying to figure out whether it's you or someone else. Let me pull another card for you just to make it a bit clearer. Okay, so I've pulled the Justice card there. It's still not giving me any insight. But basically what I'm seeing is things are better than they may appear. And from the point of view, if you're worried about someone and you're only seeing one side of things, let me tell you that things are not as bad as you may seem. Or maybe you've kind of discredited someone. You've got that kind of, there's an air of doubt there. So whether this is you to someone else or how they're feeling about you, there is an air of doubt, but that is not the case, because what I'm seeing here with this Justice card is that good will actually come from circumstances that are unexpected or a little bit out of the box, or maybe not like the done way, shall we say. So let me just say to you, whether this is someone judging you or you worried about someone else, that good will come of whatever's going on there. There doesn't need to be any worry. There doesn't need to be any doubt. And I do feel like looking here that round about October, November time, this will prove itself. So it may be a bit of a lengthy wait, but I feel like time will tell is the way that I want to put that out there and put that forward. So time will tell, but things will work out. So hopefully you can take that with whatever's going on there. Gracie. Oh, yay. Woo. Love it. Amazing. Vicky would be big change me about first time with a rescue and on the list. Oh, that would make sense about the paperwork and all of that then. Yay. Sam's only here for the rant, and I say, you ladies, you're gonna Linda, someone's judging you at the moment. Right. So what I've got for that is that what I want to say to you, Linda, is you do not need to prove yourself to anyone. Okay. Do not change the path that you're on because of what someone else thinks or what someone else says. You continue to do you and continue to do what you want to do because you want to do it. Okay. If they've got a problem, then that is their problem. And what I like to say is somebody else's opinion of you is none of your business, but equally you are not responsible for somebody else's discomfort. And I'm nearly getting into a rant there, but I will come back to that saying. You are not responsible for someone else's discomfort, which is what I'm going to tell you about tonight on my weekly rant. So Linda, for you just do you and know that whatever you're doing will work out, and they will begin to see that in time. Time will tell. However, if you just veer off that path just because someone's judging you, then you're going to end up somewhere that you're not happy. And then you're probably going to end up being judged when you're not happy. So you may as well end up be happy and judged. It's the way of the world. Sam, you've lost that 11 feet. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Don't do it. There we go. Yeah, it's not really a rant. I'm not like a bitchy ranter. I rant about stuff that makes you feel inspired and makes you feel good about your life choices, or inspires you to make life choices, or to sit up and think, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do me. So I will get more sweary as the evening goes on. I try not to swear too much closer, nearer the beginning. I'm an hour in now, so the F-bombs will probably start coming out. So here we are. Pat, just reading your comment. That's amazing. I'm at the stage now that I don't give a what other people think. Good. And that is the best way to be, because you know what? When you don't give a shit what anyone else thinks, that's when good things begin to happen for you, because you're living your best life. You're being your true self, and you're not kind of moving into that persona of what people expect you to be, of what people want you to be. Because if you've done that, you'll know all too well that doing what other people want makes you bloody miserable, and it makes you feel like shit. So there we are. Okie dokie. Let's just look through. Right, Astrid, let's pull for you, lovely. Let's do this one, and then I'll do two more. Linda, that's what I've been doing. We'll care for the people that care for me. Absolutely. So it works two ways, and if they're not going to give it to you, you don't give that gratitude. And what's the word? It begins with a C. Can't think of the word, but yeah, it works. It works two ways. If they're not going to give that kindness to you, then don't bother giving it back. Sometimes, like they say, it's nice to be nice, but actually, if someone's going to be a dickhead to you, then you don't need to be nice to them. Don't waste your energy on the people that are not nice. Okay, Astrid, for you, you've got both of the ones. You've got 3 of wands in reverse and also the 5 of wands in reverse. This one for you, I'm seeing home life. Things at the minute are maybe looking maybe a little bit lonely, or you're feeling a bit lonely. What I'm seeing here with this one is there's itchy feet. I don't know if you understand that saying, but itchy feet in the sense I would use is you need to be going somewhere. I feel like you need to be traveling. Obviously, I know it's hard at the minute, but I feel like getting out of the 4 walls that you're in and seeing different places and just being out and about. And I feel like this one as well, you need to be around a different group of people. Not saying that there's anything wrong with the people that you've been around recently, but I just feel like seeing different faces, having different conversations, and having that different energy around you will do you good. I'm also picking up, I don't know if it's you or me, but I'm picking up tension here, more so in the shoulder. Whether that's you or me, I'm not entirely sure, but I have got that there. But definitely what I'm seeing for you, anything that's going to help you really kind of honor and nourish your root chakra, because I'm feeling there's a bit of an iffiness within the root chakra there, especially where maybe work or home life is concerned. That could do it with a bit of a boost. So that is for you, my lovely. Hopefully you can take that and that does make sense to you. Itchy feet, yes, you know what I mean. Good. There we go. So yeah, definitely get out and do some things that you've maybe not done for a while, or see people that you've not seen for a while, and just have a change of routine, because I feel like everything's a bit samey at the minute, and it's almost like Groundhog Day. It's just over and over and over again. Astrid, right shoulder, absolutely. There we go. So that is you that I'm picking up on. So, and just be gentle with yourself, because I don't know if that's an injury or if it's just a stress and tension thing, but I can feel it in there. So just be really, really gentle with yourself. Okie dokie. Right, let's have a looky. All right, I'm going to pull a couple. Gracie, I think I need to make big changes. Always put people before myself. See, and a lot of that there is that I think, not being sexist, but as women, we've been brought up to be the carers, to look out for people, to do the making sure everyone else is all right, to be nurturing. And then we get kind of almost judged and shit on for taking time out for ourselves. It's the way society's conditioned us, when actually we need to take that time out for ourselves. Because I'm going to say it, and if you know what I'm going to say, put it in the comments, because it's something that I say all the time. It's about a cup. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay, so you need to fill up your cup first before you can give to others. Otherwise, if you're so dedicated giving to other people, you're going to have nothing left to give. So you need to fill up your cup first. You need to make sure that you're on point. You need to look after you to be able to look after everyone else. And yes, it's selfish, but being selfish is not a bad thing. And it's something you'll hear me say a lot. Selfishness is not a bad thing. Being self-centered is a terrible thing. Like, nobody wants to be self-centered, but being selfish, it's a primal instinct. It's ingrained in us as humans to put ourselves first for survival. It's been there since, like, going back to like the caveman days. We put ourselves first because otherwise you don't survive, you die. It's obviously, it's not that extreme nowadays. Like, you don't die if you don't look out for yourself. But the way we've kind of gone through years and years of social conditioning to feel bad and to feel guilty for looking after ourselves. And now, like, for me to be at the point where I can freely be myself, I can express who I am happily and not give two shits what anyone else thinks. But also that I know that I can take time for myself, but equally I'm still looking out for those people that need to be looked after, like my children, my partner, anyone else that I'm kind of not necessarily looking after, but therefore. But you need to know when you need to take that space for you. And it's so, so important to do that. So, and talking about taking space for you, you'll love my new range in the shop, which I'm going to get to in a sec. But I'm just going to say, right, Carly, I need to pull for you. Where are you at? You stuck out to me and I need you. Vicky, thank you so much. Cool. Oh, bless it. Right, Carly, let's go for you, my lovely. Vicky, did I pull a card for you already? I did, didn't I? Yes, I did. It was about the dogs, wasn't it? Yes. What am I talking about? Yeah, it was about the what's it? I don't even know what it's like. What's it like out there? Not much going on out there, to be honest. We haven't got any of it. It was lots and lots of wind and rain yesterday. I've got a funny story about yesterday with the wind and rain. I'll tell you that shortly. Okay, Carly, so I'll pull two for you, and then I'm going to get a chit-chatting about the shop. Okay, so for you, my lovely, you've got the Sun in reverse, and you've got the Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, what I'm seeing here for you is I want to go into your relationship. I'm not seeing anything bad, but I feel like kind of openly communicating to one another. Perhaps there's something, I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Let me take another one. Let's have a look. Okay. And that one. Right. Okay, look. I don't know whether it's you or him. I feel like there's something on one of your minds, and it's kind of that air of, I don't want to say anything to make a fuss. I don't want to say anything because you've got so much of your own stuff going on. But I feel like between the two of you, you do need to have a chat. One of you needs to open up to the other, because one of you seems to be feeling either quite down lately or quite worn out. And even if it's just something that seems little, just getting it off your chest will make the world of difference, because looking at this one, you've got the 9 of Swords that I've pulled for you. That one means that when there's something there, all the niggly bits just get on top of it, and it'll just get bigger and bigger and bigger until eventually it will just kind of pop. So sit down between the two of you, even if there's nothing actively wrong. I just feel like making that space for you as a couple to just share that time, to have that time to talk would be. He's been away for nearly a month, so hard to communicate. Right, that makes sense for that kind of lack of communication there then. So if you can, just kind of having a chat on the phone, but when he's back, I feel like you need to have that real quality time together where you do just sit and talk and talk. Oh no, he's on deployment till October. R&R at any point? Oh no. Right. Okay, that makes big sense about this one then, because I feel like looking at this is why I felt like I had to pull one for you. Okay, because for you, I feel like it's kind of like a duck on water. Like everything's kind of calm on the top, and under the surface, it's like it's all going on, but you don't want to give the impression that it's all going on. Like you want to be like, no, it's fine. I've got it. It's all right. I'm good. But I feel like opening up to him next time you speak, if you can speak on the phone or whatnot, because I feel like you're maybe not saying anything because you're worried that he might feel bad that he's not here to help and blah, blah, blah. But actually, if you just kind of offload a little bit and just open up about how you're feeling at the minute, that will make you feel better. But then also that will strengthen your bond that you've opened up to him and you've said that. And it will just bring you a bit closer together. But that's obviously why I'm getting that disconnect there within the relationship, because I wasn't seeing anything bad at all. There was just that disconnect with communication. So that makes perfect sense. But if you are feeling a bit low or anything, even if it's not him that you open up to, just open up to whoever's close by, and just don't bottle it in. If you're feeling shit, or if you're feeling stressed, or if things are getting on top of you at the minute, just know that there are people there that you can just chat to. Or I'm here if you need to send me a message. I will gladly listen. So there we go. Sam, whenever you talk about my shop, I'm like, just take my money already. Love it. Carmen, good evening to you, my lovely. Okay, so let's do it. Let's talk about the shop. Okay, right. Who wants to know about, shall I do the new range first? So if you're still watching, I've still got this month's winner to announce who's going to win that free one-to-one reading. So don't go about anywhere, because if you've entered yourself, it could be you. So yeah, if you are excited about the shop, give me an emoji or a me or a yay or something. Let me know, because I've got all of the new products right here. And I'm just like, new range. So I can smell it all. If you've been sleuthing on the sleuthing on the shop already, you might have spied it all. So Carly's up for a moon. Pull a moonie. With the moon. Not my butt. Nobody wants to see that. Okay, so let's do, shall I talk about the moon first then? I'll talk about the moon and then I'll talk about the bath and body stuff. Okay, so I'm going to show you this. I'm going to take that ticker down because I'm not doing guidance readings anymore. Where am I at? There we go. Let's bring that one up. Okay, so this is the moon. I've had this one for quite a while. I think since October, November time, I think I've had this one. This is from lovely Leslie. So as you can see, I can hold it in my hand. It's very chunky, very shiny. So this is polished selenite. So I'm going to just bring it up on the website and show you all what's going on there. Okay, let's go to on the shop. I'll bring it up, and here we go. Oh shit, hang on, I know what's going on. That's why you can't find it, because I haven't published it. Bear with me a hot second and I'll do that. Okay, so the bath and body stuff I've literally been uploading tonight, so it should be on there. There's one thing that's not on there yet, but it will be uploaded. I'm just gonna double check to make sure it's all where's this going to take me to? Okay, no, that's not right. Okay, bear with, keep your comments coming. So this moon, it's in the shop. It is £18 and it is worth every penny. Every single penny, let me tell you, that is absolutely gorgeous. So you can use it on your altar, you can use it for healing, you can use it to cleanse your other crystals. So selenite is absolutely amazing. You don't necessarily need to cleanse selenite because it's a self-cleansing crystal, and it also has the power to cleanse other crystals as well. So if you are not so well in the know about crystals, we've got Sam and we've got Leslie in the comments who are very, very good with their crystals as well. Sam's also absolutely fantastic with essential oils. And Sam, I am going to get you on at some point to do a chitty chat about oils and whatnot. So it's on there. You've ordered it. Oh, yay. So if there's anyone, you might have noticed, so if you've put an order through already and you see something that you do like, at the end of the cart, it does give you, like with it, you've got 20 minutes that you can use a code. You can put another order through and then it won't charge you postage on like separate postage because obviously it'll be bundled in together. So you'll be all right. Okay, so let me just double check that it's done now. Done what I needed it to do. Okay, let me do a screen share first. And so if you've not been on my website, this is what it looks like. Dun, dun, dun. Oh no, right, hang on. There we are. Okay, great. So this is the website. You can have a look on there. You can have a browse. There we go. So if you're accessing it on a mobile phone, you go to the top right-hand corner, click the 3 lines, and that will give you the menu. Or along the top, you've got the shop. And then down there, you can click on browse the shop. So hanging on into the shop. And click Rebecca Campbell decks are in stock. Yes. Here we go. So lots of you excited about the shop. Yay. So scrolling down, there's lots and lots of lovely bits on here. The bath and body stuff needs to go onto this main page, but you can get it through the tabs at the top. So just to give you a browse, so there's all the chakra crystal sets that will come from lovely Leslie. You've got one for each of the chakras, or you've got a mixed bag for all 7 chakras. So you can order them. And also, if you are looking to build up your crystal collection, what you can actually do is the pendants like I've got here. You can buy one of them with a crystal in, and then you could buy one of the chakra bags. So you've got those tumblestones to go in your crystals. That's a good mix and match. You've also got the aura sprays. So these you can use them as room sprays. You can spray yourself. They're so nice. I've got the carnelian one and I've got the amethyst one, and they're absolutely gorgeous. They come in a lovely glass bottle. They are GM free, cruelty free. They're all pure natural ingredients and they are vegan friendly. So they are gorgeous. They'll come from Leslie. Then you've got the jewelry here. So the bracelets, the pendants, there's the cages there. So that's the jewelry. And then down here, so here we have the moon. Let me take you to the moon. That sounded wonderful, didn't it? Okay, so here's the selenite crescent moon. So just like I showed you on the live of my one, they are £18. And it says there they are highly vibrational crystal. So it says what you can do with them, or you can just put them on the side to look pretty. It is up to you. So they're about 10 centimeters in length, and they are quite hefty. Like you can really grip them. So if you do any healing or anything like that, then they're quite good for using for the healing energies, or even if it's just for yourself. So they're on there. I believe, I don't know who's ordered what since, but there was 5 in stock. So whatever's left now. So be quick or forever hold your peace. So that was that one. There's also new in from Leslie. Is we've got lots of selenite bits. But new in is the etched chakra ruler, which is also £18, and that's got all the chakra symbols etched into it. So you could use that as like a cleansing wand as well, and that's approximately 19 centimeters. So it's a fairly hefty size. And then from there as well, you've got the Athame wands, which are gorgeous. These are £35 each, but they are hand carved. You've got the crystal handle on the end, and they are gorgeous. So you can choose which one you want. So they're there. And then Sam will absolutely attest to this. You've got their selenite charging plates. So you've got the round one or the hexagon one. They're both etched and engraved with Really, really gorgeous design. So that's the selenite goodies. There's also a little teeny tiny mini selenite wand with some little crystal chips on there. So there's lots in there. There's the little one there. There's also a pendulum. So these are all bits that will come from Leslie. And then down here also you've got the incense, cast iron incense burner. That will come from Leslie. Cord cutting kit. Currently I sent out my last one today, so I'm just waiting on more of the black candles coming in. But you can do a spell candle pick and mix. Also all the incense sticks. So incense sticks, the abalone shells, you've got the holders for the incense sticks. Them ones are out of stock. And then Linda, I think it was you, was asking about the white sage sticks. So sage sticks, you can get them there. Just checking out your comments. Okay, so pendulums. What do pendulums do? So with my pendulum, personally, what I use it for is I use it when I do my chakra healing. Let me take that down a second. So my pendulum I use for chakra healing to analyze chakras, and that will tell me the direction, the strength and whatnot. But I've also used it. You can do yes and no questions with it. Sometimes you can connect with spirit with it. So anyone can use them really. It's as long as you're kind of protected and you set the intention of what you want to do with it, you can do it. But for me personally, the main use of mine is for doing my healing sessions and the chakra analysis. So that is what a pendulum I would use one for. But yeah, anyone can use one. Oh, Sam uses hers to predict the sex of an unborn child. Ooh, there we go. Dun, dun, dun. So that is that bit. Moving down, so tarot and oracle decks. If you are a connoisseur of decks, I may have one that you don't have, or if you're new to having decks, let's have a look, because I've also got some books. So if you know me well, you'll know that I'm a big advocate for Rebecca Campbell and her work. I've got both of her books in. We've got Rise Sister Rise and Light is the New Black. I cannot recommend those books enough to you. So you can either buy them individually, or if you buy both, you do save a bit of money on there. And then we've got Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle deck, which are absolutely gorgeous, and also the Starseed Oracle deck. So those two are back in stock. I know quite a few of you watching have ordered them. So they're there. They are absolutely great. Pat, I'm going to come back to you on that question in a second. I'm going to leave that on screen because I'm going to show you what I use for mine. So got them. Tarot wise, I've got the Light Seers Tarot. These are gorgeous. They've got quite a bohemian feel to them. Absolutely gorgeous cards. Then I've got 3 Colette Baron Reed decks. So you've got the Goddess Power Oracle deck. You've got this Crystal Spirits Oracle deck, and also Oracle of the 7 Energies. So they're all Colette Baron Reed. Her work is incredible too. Such gorgeous, beautiful cards. And then you've got the Angels and Ancestors deck from Kyle Gray. And I've got one of these in stock. It's a Silver Witchcraft Tarot, which you've seen me use tonight, which is like the deck that I use. So, dun, dun, dun. There you go. Carmen, selenite looks gorgeous in the window when sunlight comes through. Great to meditate with too. Absolutely. Absolutely. One thing I will say, though, is be careful leaving your crystals in sunlight, because they can be like a bit of a magnifying glass and they can catch fires. So you need to be careful. I've got a crystal ball that sits behind me just over here. And normally sits over there on the stand, my crystal ball. This was my birthday present from Claire Betchelengro. I loved it. So she gave me this one, and she gave Imogen a little mini one for her birthday. So this sits on my stand over there. But normally, if I've got the curtains open, I have to, if I'm going out anywhere, I have to hide this under a cushion or a blanket, because I always have the fear that the sun's going to come in and start a fire. So do be careful with your crystals or any crystal balls or anything that you are leaving in windows. Just make sure that you're not starting fires. So Pat, you're looking for something to store your crystals in. So if you are close to a B&M or somewhere like Home Bargains or anything like that, let me show you. This is what I store mine in. I've got a little treasure chest. Let me take that down a sec. There we go. Okay, so this is what I keep my crystals in if they're not out on my altar or wherever I'm putting them. I've got this lovely little treasure chest. I got this from B&M. It was about £5, and it opens up, and I've got I've got lots of goodies in there, to be honest. I don't know if you'll be able to see without it all falling out. Yeah, it's all a bit like, oh. So lots of my crystals in there if I'm not using them. But yeah, B&M or any like little knick-knacky home shops like that, get yourself a little treasure chest, or even trying to think where else might do. Any kind of, I don't know, maybe look at like TK Maxx or somewhere like that, or even online, just like a little treasure chest or something. So there we go. Okay, so on the shop as well, so going through the shop, so that's the card decks. So then to go back a bit, we've got okie dokie. So shall we do bath and body? I hope this works and it's uploading properly, otherwise I'm going to look like a knob. Okay, right. Tell you what, I'm going to try and see if I can make me bigger on the screen. There we go. Yay! That worked. How do people lighting fags on crystal balls? Yeah, some people do it. It's like the magnifying glass thing. Really do. There you go. Linda says, Pat, the works do wooden boxes. They do. That is a good point. Carly's ordered the moon. Did it as an add-on. Yay! My phone's going to be pinging and pinging and pinging. So, bath and body. Who is ready? Because I sure am. I've been uploading these bits today and I'm buzzing. I can't wait to share all this with you. My room, it smells absolutely gorgeous. And yes, I have used some of the products myself. I ordered a little bit extra because, as you know, I don't sell anything in my shop that I wouldn't recommend because I don't really think it's ethical, to be honest. Just going to tuck my fat belly in. So to start off with, I think the comments have frozen. What's going on? There we go. Yay, all the comments are coming back now. Okay, Dawn's ready. Sam's ready. Lauren's ready. Okie dokie. Right, let me know. Okay, so I am going to be adding to this range, but to start me off, I've got some bath. It says bath potion on the thing, but it's bath salts. I'm not going to beat around the bush. It is bath salts. I've got a whole range of bath salts. I've got a range of bath bombs, and I've got some soaps as well, which I'm going to be showing you them. Okay, so let's start off. Let's make our way down. Okay, so there is another soap that I've got that isn't yet uploaded, but I'm going to tell you about it. Okay, but the first soap that I've got here, so this is your propolis soap. Okay, this little, it's got your beeswax across the top. So is it that one? Oh no, that side. There you go. There we go. So this propolis soap, this is artisan made. It's made from olive oil from Spain. It's olive oil cold pressed soap. So it's really, really, really good for the skin. There's a list of ingredients on there as well. So if you've got any allergies or anything. So each slice of this soap, so I buy this in a big wedge, like a massive wedge. So each one is hand cut. And if you were watching me last week, I told you about my chopper. So do you want to see my chopper? Let's see. There. Okay. Let's have a. It's like a little guillotine for soap. They did have like a bog standard stainless steel one on there, but I've seen there was a fancy wood one. So this is my wood chop. Well, it's a wooden chopper. Put the soap in it, and I'm chopping the slices. So each person that orders a soap, it will be hand cut specifically for you by me to go in your order. It's not like I've got bars and bars of soaps. They come in like these big, massive wedges, which are, I don't know if you can see behind me, like I've put them there for tonight. They will be stored, but a big giant wedge of soap, and that will be hand cut for you. So that's that one. So this one's a propolis soap. So propolis is obviously the stuff that comes from bees. It's antiviral, antibiotic, anti-allergenic, and analgesic. So it's used to treat, well, can be used to treat fungal infections, ulcers, wounds, and is effective in the treatment of acne and psoriasis. So teamed with it being an olive oil soap, you can imagine the qualities that this lovely bit of soap has got. And you can read a bit more there about them. They're SLS and paraben free as well. So the natural fat in it provides protection, improves skin tone, softness, and youth of skin through restructuring oil action. So these are really, really gorgeous. And I've also got, so here is a natural jute fiber bag, which you can add on for just $1.49. And let me show you. Yes, Pat, you're right. Propolis is really, really, really good. So these little jute bags, there's 2 there. So these are all natural, kind of organic grow and whatnot. So cotton jute bags. And basically what you do is there's an opening just underneath this bit. You would pop your soap in there, just like so. Dun, dun, dun. It is easy. I'm just faffing because I've had my nails done today. First time since December. So let's have a look. So you put it in there in your little baggie, and then you'd obviously use it. You'd lather yourself up. You've got the handle there, so you can pop that through, and then you lather yourself up. But the jute works as a really gentle exfoliator for the skin, which is really, really good. So you can add that. You can't buy them on their own, but when you buy a soap, you can add that on for £1.49. So absolutely would. And also very, very shortly, the next soap that I've got that I haven't added on yet. So this one is called Herbs of Grace. So this soap is, as soon as I read the description, I was just like, Jesus Christ, I need this soap. So this one is, again, it's an olive oil soap, but the benefits of the stuff in it. So it's got rue in it, and that's like an antidote to poison, apparently, but who's getting poisoned these days? But it's good for arthritis. So it's anti-arthritic, anti-rheumatic, antibacterial, antifungal, insecticidal, which I mean like keeps the bugs away. It does say sedative, so it will help you sleep. It's good for digestion, anti-epileptic, and anti-hysteric. So that rue stuff is some pretty good shit. And this as well is really, really good for your complexion and helps kind of, it's got antioxidant properties within it as well. So this rue stuff that's in here is some really, really good shit. And it's also known as a magic lucky plant that protects you from spells and drives away evil spirits. So this Herbs of Grace soap, it's not on there yet, but that will be going up very, very shortly. And it smells amazing. The Propolis one, though, it smells so good. I wish you could smell it through the screen, but these are brilliant. So the Herbs of Grace one, if you suffer from like bad skin or like any arthritis or anything like that, then that is really good for you. And I suppose teamed with this, nice on the muscles. So the bars of soap, again, they are artisan made. They're cold pressed with olive oil. They're hand cut. So they're $4.27 for a bar, but they will last you ages. You won't need a lot of that. So that is first thing on the menu in the shop. So £4.27 for them, but they will last you a while. So next in the shop, let's take a look. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, what's next in Bath and Body? Ooh. Okay, so here you've got bath bombs. So I'm a lover of a bath bomb, but each bath bomb, actually, tell you what, before I go into the bath bombs, I'm going to tell you about the salts, because the bath bombs actually have the salts in them as well. Okay, so let's bring up this one. We have got a cold and flu aromatherapy bath potion. So these are absolutely gorgeous bath salts. So they're all infused with aromatherapy oils. So cold and flu one I've got right here. So this is the size of the bag. You can see it compared. It smells amazing. So these salts are actually white. Some of them are coloured. So these bath salts, you can use them. So Pat, you could even use them in a basin for your hands or your feet. Very good in a basin for feet. Or the likes of this cold and flu one. So what you could do if you're feeling, I'll tell you what, my description on the website, because the descriptions are better than you would find in a normal shop. So this one, perfect for when you're feeling sorry for yourself, your nose is blocked and snotty, you've got a headache, you're hurting all over, and you just want to sit in a hot soak to feel human again. So this one, cold and flu, again, you've got your list of ingredients there. So for the bag of that, it'll be $5.77 for the bag. That will go quite a long while. Obviously, it's infused with all these aromatherapy oils. This one, the cold and flu, is eucalyptus, ginger, and black pepper. You can imagine the smell, and that will go for ages. But if you're not quite ready to take on a $5.77 bag, then what you can actually do is order a little sample jar for £1. So you can check out that little sample jar and see what you think. I might actually put together a little collection of like a mini sample jar set. So that's the cold and flu one. So now moving on to the next one is passion potion. Ooh. Okay, so this one is ylang ylang, lemon and orange, again with those essential oils in. So here we have, this one's pink, as you can see. There's a picture on there of what they actually look like. So this one is obviously passion potion, perfect for when you're feeling frisky. You want to invite in some passion or feel good self-love into your evening routine. So if you're feeling fancy and you want a bit of something, then maybe this is the potion. Or if you just want to give yourself some love, then that's a potion for you there as well. So pretty much the same qualities as the other one, same price, £5.77. You can also order the little sample jar for £1. So the next one we've got coming up is, let's scroll down. Okay, this is my personal favorite, and the description for this, like, I definitely did not beat around the bush. Carmen needs a bit of passion. Okay, so this one is my favorite. Okay, I haven't tried it properly yet, but as soon as I seen it, I was like, I need that. That is some shit that I need in my life. Okay, so this one is PMT bath salts. Woohoo! Okay, so this one has got geranium, lavender and bergamot. And let me just read the description to you of this one. So PMT bath potion salts, perfect for when it's angry vagina week. You know what I'm talking about. When you're feeling sorry for yourself, you're fed up of bloat, nasty cramps and are a bit hormonal, and you just want some self-love and a good hot soak. So PMT for when it's that week of the month, or if you're feeling a bit crampy, if you're feeling a bit hormonal, then this is the shit that you need. Okay, so the PMT one. So yeah, £5.77. You only need like 2, maybe 3 teaspoonfuls. So you can imagine how far this bag is going to stretch. It's going to do loads of baths. But this one, like, I think when it's my time of the month, I'm going to live in baths of this. So if Vicky says get in my basket, honestly, as soon as I seen it, I was like, I need that. And each one of these is also, it's got natural sea salts infused with the blends in it. So it is basically sea salts with essential oils. So it's not just like random bath salts that you get in like the cheap shops. This is like real good shit, especially PMT one. So that is that one. But you just wait till I get to the bath bombs. So each of these, the bags are 350k, so they are quite hefty, and they're well filled as well, because sometimes you get a bag and it comes to like there and it's a bit shit. But no, these are well filled. So the next one that comes up, so this one is one that I did use for myself. I did try these. So if they've got a color to them, they will slightly tint your bath water. So just be aware that the water might change slightly, but it will not stain your skin. Don't worry. Gracie, any good for menopause? I would probably say so, because Sam, you are our resident oil expert. So geranium, lavender and bergamot, is that going to help menopause as well? Let us know in the comments, because I'm sure you'll be shit hot on that. But I wouldn't see why not, because I'm assuming it'll do something with the hormones for you. So that's probably quite good. But I might have another one that you might quite like. So Total Unwind is the next one. This one is lavender, orange and basil, and this one smells gorgeous. So this one, you can see it's blue there. That turned my bath water like a really like calming, gentle, like turquoisey tint. You know, like when you see the oceans on those really fancy tropical pictures, it was like that, and it was just amazing. So this one, the description, perfect for when you want to treat yourself, close off from the shit show of life and unwind with some peace and quiet. So that's this one. Again, you can either buy the 350k bag for £5.77, or you can test it out for £1 in the little tiny jar. So that little jar will probably just do 1 bath, and you can check it out and see what you think. So that's that one. Next on the list, we've got Stress Buster. Okay, so let me know who needs a bit of Stress Buster, because I know I do. Just reading all of that. The Vicky, you're going to need them all. So I am putting together, they're not on the website yet, but I am going to be thinking about doing like gift boxes and gift sets as well. So there will be, you'll be able to actually send a gift to someone. So you could order it. I can put a little personalized gift note in there and that would be lovely. So Dawn needs a bit of stress buster. So this one you've got here is bergamot, geranium, and vetiver. So Sam says to Grace, rose oil is also a good one for menopause. There we go. Sam, can I get 10 bags in the stress buster? So this one, stress buster, again, $5.77 for the bag, or you can test it out for £1. So this one, the description, perfect for when shit hits the fan. You're done with the day and you want to shut yourself away, enjoy a hot bath and let go of the stress from the day. So when you've had one of them days when the shit has hit the fan, you want your stress buster. So that's that one. The next one we've got up is, dun, dun, dun. I think I've done them all. So we've had cold and flu, passion, total unwind, stress buster, and special PMT. So that is the salts. So the reason I want to do the salts first is because some of the, well, all of the bath bombs have got the salts in them. Trudy, wondering how deep I can get the water in my shower tray. Amazing. Yeah, just add a spoonful of each in. Just like make a soup for yourself. So the bath bombs, I'm going to show you like one rather than getting one of each out. So this is them. They're quite a hefty size. They're about 160 grams. So they're quite hefty, really. So you'd obviously dunk that in. The ingredients for these are on the website as well, so you can double check if you've got any allergies or any, is it aversions, I think is the word. Yes, there you go. So as Sam says there, with the aroma oils, check the contraindications. If you have any sort of kidney issues, steer clear of black pepper. So black pepper is in the cold and flu one. So as Sam says, if you have got any sort of kidney issues, steer clear of that one. So you can check out all the list of ingredients are on each one individually. So you can check to make sure if there's anything that isn't quite good with you. So keeping that on there. Okay, so yes. So these ones, as I mentioned, they're quite hefty. So let's have a look at the types of ones that are on there. So they are infused with, actually, let's pull one up. Let's go total unwind first. So these are $2.47 each, but I am going to set up a little thing that if you buy 3, you get a little bit of a discount. So there'll be $2.47 each, or you can get 3 for £6. So these ones are, as I said, they're about 160 grams. So they are quite hefty, like they fit in the palm of my hand. You can see those ingredients there. So total unwind, again, they're the same ingredients as the ones there. So you've got lavender, orange, and basil, and they're about 6 centimeters wide. So they're pretty hefty. So these ones are made from citric acid, which softens the water, but also they're mixed with the aromatherapy bath salts infused with the essential oils. So it's basically these in a bath bomb, which are amazing. But I have got some of the bath bombs that aren't in the salts. So obviously I've got the total unwind that is in the salts, but then we've got total detox, which is not in the salts. So the detox one it's a very good one. So this one has got Mei Chang, tea tree, and juniper in the detox. So perfect for when you feel refreshed and rejuvenated. Drop one of these into the bath and sit back and relax. So these are $2.47 each. And I am going to shortly make sure it makes the discount to take it down to $6. So then you've got this one. So the warming one. So this is benzoin, ginger, and orange. Perfect for at the end of a cold day when you want to warm up, snuggle down, and gift your achy muscles some love. So that's the warming one. Done detox. And then you've got the stress buster is also in the bath bomb. So again, when the shit hits the fan, you want a nice bath bomb, then that is there for you. And then moving down into the next one, you've got the cold and flu one in the bath bomb there. Again, that's eucalyptus, ginger, and black pepper. So as Sam says, if you have got any troubles there, steer clear of the black pepper. And then just checking your comments. Don't plan anything after you've used juniper. It makes you pee a lot. There we go. There's a top tip from Sam, our our oil expert. So next on there, cold and flu, moving into, you've got the PMT one, which comes in the bath bomb. So when it's Angry Vagina Week, you want a PMT bath bomb. You want to treat yourself. So we've got that one there. And then we've also got, I'm sure there's another one. Let me double check. There's six of them. So there should be, let me go back to Bath and Body, just double check I've done them all. So you've got PMT bath bomb, cold and flu, stress buster, warming, total detox, and total unwind. Amazing. So you've got your soap, you've got all those bits there as well. So that is the new Bath and Body range so far. So I am planning on adding more stuff in. So my supplier has got shower steamers. So they're like tiny little mini bath bombs that you just put in the basin of your shower, and it will just like steam out in the shower. So they were out of stock before, so I'm just waiting on them coming in. But to be honest, what you could do, I suppose, is break up one of these into a few pieces and place a bit of this in your shower. So if you haven't got a shower, or if you'd rather a shower than a bath, then you can break up the bath bombs into smaller bits and just place them in the basin. So there's a solution for you. So that is there. I am going to add the Herbs of Grace soap on shortly. Don't forget you can add on your jute bag with your soap. But if you want to order, if you're really drawn to one of the bags of these, then go for it. Otherwise, there's no reason why you can't order like a little jar of each. The options there. But well, it's worth testing out. But I am going to be putting together this week, looking at doing like a little gift box or like a bit of something all together and seeing what I can put together. But I did see there is more soaps that I wanted to get, but I didn't want to overload myself too much before I knew that they were going to sell all right. So there we are. So the juniper one is in the detox one, good for flushing through booze. There we are. So if you're a bit hungover, then the detox bath bomb might be quite nice. So that is the new shop bits. You've seen them all. Vicky would be interested in a bundle box as well. Amazing. Yes, I'll get on that. Or let me know like what exactly would you want in there, because I don't want to overload it, or have like maybe a 3-tiered one where you've got like a little bit and then up to like one that's got more bits in it. But essentially, you could buy like the matching salt and bomb together as a duo, or you could just have a good, because obviously I've got all the other stuff as well. So I'm thinking about maybe doing like a nice little set where you get like some incense, and then you get the bath bomb, and then you get a little tea light and whatnot in there, and it'll just be like a nice little gift set. So that would be a treat. But all that's on there if you want to order it now. The only thing that's not on there yet is the Herbs of Grace soap, but the Propolis one is on there. What I'm going to do quickly is that, because if anyone's wanting to get on to order the soap, I'm just going to quickly set up that coupon. Means that you'll get that discount if you buy 3 bath bombs. New coupon. Okay. This is a bit tricky. Let me work out. Okay, this is a bit funky because I don't want to do buy one get one free. Okay. Well, what I'll do then is I'll just do like a discount. So when you buy 3, you just add your code in. That would be the best way to do it. Yeah, like a self-care gift set. I think that would be good. And then obviously I've got the nice paper. I can print out a little custom message so you can have them sent. I'm looking at getting, because I have got like the little just normal card boxes that they are quite nice, and I'll wrap them lovely and you'll have all the stuff in there. But I am looking at getting proper fancy gift boxes done, but obviously they're a bit pricey and I want to find the right one. I don't want to just pay out loads of money for them to turn up and be a bit shit. So I'm just thinking, like, because obviously I don't want to turn myself into like a bloody Bath and Body shop, but it just kind of complements with the self-care and looking after yourself and whatnot. I thought it'd be nice, and it's like that, more of a holistic way of doing it, especially with the with all the aromatherapy stuff in there. So I'm so excited to use this propolis one. It smells like it's kind of florally, but not too floral. It doesn't smell like honey. It's just like it's like a cross between like talc and flowers. It's lovely. And then the Herbs of Grace one, that's got like a real spa smell to it. You know when you go in a spa and you can smell all the oils and everything in the air, and that's what the Herbs of Grace one smells like. But if you want me to smell the other ones and tell you my honest view of them, I will. Sam's down for the holistic. So I've got cold and flu is, oh wow, do you know what, even just sniffing that, it's like having a good whiff of Vicks. Like, so tell you what, before I go blabbing on, I am going to announce the winner of the 30-minute one-to-one, and then I'm going to talk more about the shop, and then I'm going to get into doing one of my little rants, because some of you, I know it's getting late, and some of you want to get on off to bed, you've got work in the morning and whatnot. So I'm going to pull the winner. So let's put this on here. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so let's announce the winner and see who it is. So good luck to everyone who entered. If you haven't entered, if you haven't got your name down, I'll put the link up so you know how you can do that to be entered in for next month. So every single month I give away a 30-minute one-to-one reading, and that's via video call. There's no catch, no nothing. Literally, you just need to have your name down with your email in there, just so I can pull you from the list. But once you put your name down once, you're in there, unless you obviously take yourself off the list. So let's have a look. Let's see who the winner may be. Okay. Yay, go Sophie. So Sophie hasn't been on tonight. Normally she pops on a Tuesday, but I haven't seen her. So Sophie, if you are there, congratulations to you. Or if you're watching back on replay, if you've watched this far on replay, then well done. But Sophie will have an email going into her inbox to let her know that she's won this month's free one-to-one reading. If your name's not down, then you're not in it to win it, and you need to be in it to win it. So getting in for a chance to win next month, what you need to do is dun dun dun, let me get you the link. Where's it gone? So the link here, literally all you got to do is click it, pop your name in, give me your email address so I can tell you if you've won, and it's as easy and simple as that. So that's the link there, and it will tell you exactly what's what. That's a bit of a funky looking link, but trust me, it's fine. Click on that. That will take you to a page that will tell you how, like, what to do, how to enter, and then once you're in there, once you get entered in every single month for a chance to win that 30-minute one-to-one. However, if you haven't won tonight, then you can book a one-to-one with me. I am going to show you what you can do with me. So that sounded a bit dodgy, didn't it? Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so you want, well, if you want to work with me, you'll find out what the hell I do. So you can go to guidance and readings. My soul circle is my membership, which is currently closed to new members. However, I can tell you that I will be running a free 5-day challenge at the end of June, which will lead into me launching and opening for new members to join the Soul Circle. But you can, if you go onto the main page and click onto home, if you click, where is it? If you click here, you can join the Soul Circle waitlist, which means you'll get first dibs to know as soon as I'm opening the challenge, the free challenge, and works hard for the money. Yeah, so you'll get first. Let me take that thing down while I'm doing this. So yes, you'll get first kind of dibs on knowing when it's back on, and then that free challenge. Anyone can take part in the free challenge. It's no odds. When can we join again? So the yes, Soul Circle is, well, it's basically closed at the minute. It will open up the first week of July, will be open for new members. So I've currently got, I think we've got about 33 ladies in the membership, and the Soul Circle is, it's a monthly membership, but there's no like term length. You can leave when you want, really, but well, no one's left, so I'm assuming it's good. But you get access to all my meditations. You get access to one of my programs, which is worth nearly £100. You get free access to that. We have a monthly meditation on the first Monday of every month, which we did last night, and then on the fourth Friday of every month we have our Soul Circle, like our sister circle, where we hold space for one another. We work, like, we do different things depending on what we're doing. But it's just kind of deepens our connection with each other. It helps you tune into your own intuition and grow if that's one of your goals. And also it helps you like be more you, like figure out who you are, what you're doing. And there's that sense of community. Then we've also got the Facebook group. So you get daily affirmations in there on the Facebook group and in your members hub. So you've got a whole kind of members website account that you get to access all of your information. So you get weekly tarot guidance, monthly tarot guidance, and then on a Wednesday we have our oracle cards. I'll pop in there, I'll do some lives. It's great. So that's going to be opening up end of June. So do get yourself on the wait list if you are not already in the Soul Circle. Lots of you watching are in the Soul Circle though. But that's there. But also the Go F Yourself masterclass is this Friday. It is technically closed for anyone else, but if you're watching live and you do want in on the masterclass, you can get in. Dawn, bless you, you've got work in the morning. I know you always get up early, bless you. Sweet dreams, and thank you so much for joining again. It was absolutely a pleasure to have you, as it is every Tuesday. So Pat's one of my lovely Soul Circle ladies. She was at the meditation last night. It was lovely, amazed at the feeling, the healing got into my hand. It's so good, and I can't brag about it enough. I love the Soul Circle. So if you're feeling enticed, then do get yourself on that wait list, because that will be coming up. That will be opening up in June. It might seem like a while, but I literally like closed doors to it about 2-3 weeks ago, I think. So that was out there. But if you are interested in the Soul Circle, pop me a message and let me know, and I'll make sure that you are down on that list. But anyway, so looking at, if you want to book a guidance session, let's have a look, see what's going on. So you can book an oracle card reading. So this is a 1-card oracle reading that will go straight to your inbox. It'll be typed up in a PDF for you. That's only £25. Or you can get a recorded reading with tarot from just £24.99. So what that is basically, I'll pull some cards for you, I'll voice record it, and then that will get sent to your inbox for you to download that. But you can also add on a written transcript of your reading for a little bit extra. And then you've got projection readings for 3, 6 or 12 months ahead, which will give you chakra guidance for each month, and then tarot guidance for each month, so you can navigate those months depending 3, 6 or 12 what you've chosen. And then you can book a one-to-one video call with me. You can book either 30 minutes or 60 minutes. It is absolutely not a mediumship spirit reading. So I'll be using the tarot cards in this one, and it will help give you some insight into any relevant kind of situations, topics going on in your life at the minute, anything that you need a bit of clarity with or direction. So that's on there. Astrid, you've got to go. Bless you. No, I know you're over in Germany an hour ahead. So lots of you heading off. No night, my lovelies. Kelly, oh bless you, thank you so much. So that's the one-to-one if you want to book that. Alternatively, I do offer business guidance as well, but that's another story. I'm not talking about that tonight. So you can book a group session. You can book onto Balm for the Soul there, and also the masterclasses. And then also, if you go into more and one-to-one self-care and healing options, here you can book a healing session with me. So virtual sessions. So for a 60-minute session is £47 per session. And that includes chakra analysis, chakra healing and realignment, intuitive healing, a sage cleanse, a sound cleanse, an energy cleanse and refresh, collective spirit guide energy and healing, a chakra body reading, which I'll relay to you as well as your personal guidance notes. Kind of like I'll read your body from what I've done with the chakra analysis, and then you get an oracle card at the end of that as well. So that's just 47. I've got spaces to book that on, and you can do that on this page. Or if you're feeling that you need something a bit more, a bit deeper, then you can opt for a 90-minute session, which is all of the above, but then you also get a brief card reading, a meditation, ground and alignment. And then what I'll do is I'll speak to you beforehand to see what you need and kind of where you need support. And then I will do a one-to-one meditation specific to you and your needs. And then you'll have that chakra healing and whatnot while you're meditating independently. So that's 67 for that session, which, considering you get all of that in there, it's not bad going. But a few of you watching have had the healing sessions with me and have all told me how lovely it is. So it's amazing. Sam's had a one-to-one with me and it's 100% worth it. Thank you. You have. Thank you so much. Astrid agrees. Astrid's had many readings from me over the years. Astrid's, God, getting on about 5, maybe 6 years, I think. It's been a good old while. So a lot of people, so I know a few of you watching tonight are quite new and you've maybe not watched me before, but a lot of people that are watching that have tuned in are people that have followed me for a long time, even though I took a break a few years ago from doing what I do, because I didn't necessarily do what I do now. I did mediumship, I did readings and whatnot, and then I stopped because it didn't feel right anymore. And then I got back into doing it this way from a more healing, deep energy point of view, rather than like a novelty entertainer, because that's not what I am. And you'll find I say that a lot. So I've got no aversion to the word psychic, because people do class themselves as a psychic, and psychics are real, absolutely, because I have psychic skills, but I do not class myself as a psychic. So there's a post I put out a while ago and it says I'm an omelette, not an egg. So obviously to make an omelette you need eggs, which in this case the eggs are like the psychic skills, but the omelette is all the extra ingredients and everything else that's gone into making it. So essentially, yes, I'm a psychic in layman's terms, but I'm a lot more. I do a lot more than that. So you won't catch me doing like a little nifty like £5 reading down a back alley or anything like that. That's not my style. But here we are. So what I would refer to myself as is a soul strength guide and an intuitive artist. So I do soul art paintings, commissions. I think is it Kelly, you've mentioned that you want to get some of my paintings on designs, and I was looking this week at getting them put onto some products. So that's in the pipeline to come, but I do want to create some more before I kind of do that, because I don't know which ones I want to put on. I don't know if you can see, but there's some behind me there. I feel naked. I need to bring my thing back on. There we go. So yeah, there is a lot that I do, but it's all for a reason. But let me just quickly show you the Go F Yourself masterclass. If you do want to get in on it, it is your absolute last chance, because doors are technically closed. But as you're watching live, I'll let you in. That sounded really like up myself, didn't it? I'll let you in. So here, oh, hang on. Let me take off that one. Oh, no. Take that one off. It was you, Kelly. Yes. Oh, Leslie says cushions. Oh, well, I was going to start off with prints and go from there. But obviously, if anyone does want their own custom piece, then you can commission that as well. So just have a browse on the website. There's lots going down on there. Okay, is this the right page? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is my Go F Yourself Emporium. So here you'll find all of my offerings. So that's, you can read more about the Soul Circle. You can also read more about it on my website. You've got the masterclass, which I'm just going to talk about, and then you've got Unlock, Empower, Transform, which is my program, which is £97. However, if you're in the Soul Circle, you've got it for free. So that's another reason to get in the Soul Circle. So the Go F Yourself masterclass is this Friday, the 7th of May. It's at 8:15 p.m. And this is for women who are done giving a shit about what other people think and are ready to live life the way they want to. So this one is going to help you welcome in some change. It's going to let you really evaluate where you're at and then tune more into you to become the you that you are, but you're maybe afraid to let out, to show. We're going to do some inner child work. We're going to do some cord cutting. We're going to do stuff that's going to really unleash that wild woman within to help you be more you, to help you stop feeling worried about what other people think, to help you stop holding back on things that maybe you want to do, but you're not quite confident enough. And we're also going to help you to kind of understand and set your goals, to figure out what you want and to make sure it's what you want, not what anyone else wants, what you want. So that's on there. This is the first time I've run it. So that's not to say it's not going to be any good, but because it's the first time I've run it, I'm running it at a launch price of £13, which is an absolute steal. Like £13, like what the hell? So next time it will be £27 when I run it. So if you do want to get in on that, I'm going to pop this link in here for you. If you do want to get in on that, definitely book it in, because I'm not going to be advertising it anymore. Technically doors are closed, but I'll know that you've watched tonight because I'll have seen your name. So if you do want in on that, click that link in the comments and book in last minute. I've also got tomorrow night as well as my first session of art therapy for the soul, but that is closed. I've got all the people that are in it, and that is that. Very excited for that one. So that's kind of what's going down. That is what's going down. So there you have it. Let me know if anyone's got any questions or anything they want to ask or talk about. What are we on there time wise? It's nearly 11 o'clock. Jesus Christ. So I might squeeze in a little bit of I was going to talk about, actually, that was it. So I haven't put the post up yet, but I mentioned before when I said to, I think it was it Linda or Gracie that I said to, that other people's discomfort is not your responsibility. So it's very, very true. Thank you, Leslie. So yes, other people's discomfort is not your responsibility. And that comes into where I say about being yourself. And a lot of the time we hold back from doing stuff because maybe we worry what people think, or we worry what people will say. And it's all a bit like, oh no, I don't want to do that because that might upset them, or I don't want to say that might offend them. But unless you're doing something that is completely immoral or illegal, then don't give two shits. Like, literally, you do not have a responsibility to make them feel comfortable. You do not need to dim yourself to make someone else feel more comfortable. If they don't feel comfortable around you just the way you are, then they're not your people and they shouldn't be there. And it's as simple as that. Linda, could do your course, tempted, but children will be up. Well, you can watch a replay of it, but to be honest, it doesn't matter if they're still up. So what's going to happen is it'll be on Zoom, and the format of it will be, you'll all be there, you'll all see and hear me, but I'll have like a screen share on. You'll all be on mute. So if you have got background noise going on, that's not a problem. So if the kids are up, don't worry about it. You can still join in, and it will be more towards like if you've got a question at any point, then you'd unmute yourself, or at the end when we do like a Q&A, you can unmute yourself. But literally, if you want to just bang on in there, mute yourself the whole time and just tune in. You'll also have that because when you buy anything in that Go F Yourself Emporium, it will add to you'll get an account. So then you'll have access to stuff. So in that account, the replay will be added on the next day. So if there is anything that you maybe missed or want to listen back to or go over, that replay will be there for you. So don't worry too much about kids being about. To be fair, it's at 8:15. Mine will probably still be up. But kind of needs must. So there we are. Kelly says, you can't change what people think about you, so don't bother worrying about it and don't take it personally. Just be you and be happy being you. Absolutely, 100%. Because at the end of the day, like, if you're just trying to keep people happy, then you're never going to be happy yourself. And to be honest, the people that you're trying to keep happy are probably people that don't matter anyway, because if they did matter, you wouldn't need to try and keep them happy. They would just be happy anyway. And this is something that I've learned, because when I used to go live, I would come on and I would present myself. And I'd come on and be like, hi, and welcome to Tuesday Night Live. I'm Laura Ann, blah, blah, blah. And I do that kind of and I feel really awkward about it. And I wouldn't swear, I wouldn't say it, because I think, oh shit, like, what if my mum comes on and watches me? Or what if someone that knows me from the village watches me and I'm saying all this stuff and I can't say that. And then I thought, actually, you know what? Fuck it. Because if someone comes on and they don't like the way that I'm talking, they don't like what I'm talking about, they'll leave. It won't be for them. And it's not for you to try and please everybody. Okay, that's not what we're here for. It's not for you to try and please everybody. It's not for you to try and save everybody. So Rebecca Campbell quoted, I think it was Anne Lamott in one of her books. And it says, a lighthouse doesn't run all over the island looking for boats to save. It just stands there shining. And it's true. So you don't need to run around looking for people to save. You don't need to run around looking for people to please. You just stand there shining brightly as you are. And anyone that needs to be helped, that falls in your line of light, will be helped. They will gravitate towards you. They will be there. Anyone that's meant to be there will be there. Because I got to a point where saying, there you go, Vicky gets it about putting on the persona. Because at one point, I'll tell you what the validation was, right? I used to have this fear of like swearing or being me or talking how I was talking, because my accent is very mixed. You might not think it, but I'm actually Scottish and I sound very English. But then when I speak to my mum or my grandma, my accent changes. But then when I've living here in Wiltshire, I sound a bit weird. I've grown up as an army child. I've lived here and there. My accent is shit. It's really, really shit. And I used to try and like enunciate and really speak properly and say things the right way. And because I thought, oh, people are going to think I'm common and won't understand me, or I'll speak weird, or people won't like my voice. So I try and like make my voice sound better than it was. And actually, I feel more confident being me. I can express myself like this. But strangely enough, right, so when I speak to my mum and my grandma, I don't sound like this. I sound like full-blown Scottish, like I'm from Inverness. But I suppose it's kind of like, if you're bilingual, when you speak, say, like, for example, if you speak to your mum, you speak German, and then when you speak to your dad, you speak English, and it's like automatic. It's kind of like that. When I speak to someone from Inverness, my accent just changes, and it's just the way it is. So anyway, so I was worried about what people thought of me, what people thought about the way I spoke, what people thought about what I was saying. I would literally just come on and do reading after reading after reading, because I thought that's all people wanted. And I thought, why is anyone going to want to listen to me? Why is anyone going to care what I've got to say? And then gradually I started talking more and saying more and not just doing the readings. So I come on and I do the readings because I like to give that guidance. But really, this bit of the video, this bit of the live is the bit that I enjoy the most. And it's, yeah, most people will have left by now because they'll have got their reading. They'll have maybe got stuff they need to do, and that's fine. But those of you that stay on and that you do tune in and hang about here for this bit, like, this is where you get to know the real me. And if you stay to the end, that's how you become like one of my die-hard people, because then this is, you get to the point where you're at the real like fuck yeah bit. Like, this is where you're like, yeah. Linda says, I agree. You no longer try and be a part of people's lives who don't make an effort to be part of mine. They can say and think what they want. If you need to cut them off, make yourself be happy, then so be it. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Kelly, that's a problem. Try and make people happy to please them, but in the process we lose ourselves. This I have learned with age, so wish I could go back and tell my younger self not to do it. Absolutely. Yeah, 100% agree. 100%. Vicky, we love you. Michelle, you're interesting to listen to. Oh, thank thank you so much. Honestly, like I've been doing this for a while now and I still blush and I still get really excited at the fact that you actually like listening to me. But yeah, getting back on track about me kind of coming on doing my thing. And I was still holding back and I was wary. And I think because like in real life, when I bimble about, I swear quite a lot. I really, really swear. I've got a foul mouth. I'm just going to put that out there. And to be honest, I probably don't swear as much online as I do in real life. But I'm good. I know when it's appropriate, when it's not appropriate. So I don't go around like wandering around the school and swearing and stuff. Like I'm not that terrible. But I just felt like I wasn't being authentically me. I couldn't get myself across without swearing. And some people will say bad things about people who swear and curse. But actually, it's a proven fact, and I've looked it up, that people who swear are better at self-soothing, or like swearing it's like a therapy in itself because it holds like a certain vibration and a feeling within your body that actually helps. So when you do hurt yourself and you do the shit, fuck, and then all the words under the sun, it's almost like you're self-soothing. So there you have it. So anyway, so that was me. And I kind of started to drop a few like little swears here and there. And then the more I did it, the more people were like connecting more with me. And it was like I was a real person. I wasn't some persona that was trying to behave and be good. And then the real deciding factor for me was, right, so when I say to you about the people that are meant to be there will love you regardless. So for me, I was on a live one night. I had effed and blinded quite a lot through that live. And I noticed at the end, my grandma was watching, and my grandma watched most of the live, and she sat there listening to me effing and blinding. And you know what? The next day, she still loved me. She still phoned me. She didn't treat me any good. So I'd done all this stuff that I was holding back from. But then, like, the people that mattered were still there. And it's like, well, why did I have this fear all along? Why was I worrying about upsetting people? Because the people that matter the most, those that are closest to me, are still there. And those that don't matter, if they're not there, I probably didn't notice anyway. So, Trudy, farting is good for you as it massages your bowels. Oh, I love that. There you go. It's a good bit of health advice. Michelle, my mum still tells me off for swearing. Yeah, I get told, like, about, oh, you've got a foul mouth. But I think, to be fair, changing with the times, sometimes like swear words now don't hold as much like horribleness as they did. I know a lot of people are still like very against like the C word and the F word, but at the end of the day, I'm a nearly 31-year-old woman. If I want to swear, I'm gonna swear. I'll say what the fuck I want. Women better than a man. See, there we go. And do you know what? Right. I was going to put a post up this week about women. Like, yes, we are beautiful, but we are not beautiful. And I hope you know that what I mean. So being a woman is not like being a real woman is not beautiful in the sense of a man's beautiful. And if you didn't catch my post a couple of weeks ago about what it's like to be a woman, you might want to look back and read that, because that was fucking amazing. And it spoke about like the real life stuff. I tell you what, I'm going to find it. I need to find this post because I need to share it with you, because it was absolute gold. I didn't write it myself. I did add a couple of bits to it, but it was absolute gold. And yeah, being a woman isn't all about having your hair curled and having your nails done and being all perfect and being pretty and doing what you're supposed to do. Being a woman is fucking disgusting sometimes. And if you're going to deny it, then you're in denial. Absolutely. So us women, the stuff that we do, we're gross. But it's fine. There's no problem in being gross. Oh, I can't find it now. Where's it gone? Oh, was it? I'm just going back here. I think I've gone too far. I need to find this post because it was absolute gold. saying that if you haven't been on my page before, or if you have, do keep an eye out for the post. Also, on the top of the page, make sure that you've set your settings to get notifications, because a lot of you said that you've kind of missed stuff, and then you've come on and they've missed all these posts and bits, and then you've not seen stuff for ages. 26 followers. Oh no, I can't find that post now. You'll have to have a look on there. I really need to look. I need to find it. I'm like, I need to find this post. Let's gonna say. There we go. Right, I found it. Okay, are you ready for this? So this was the post that I shared a few weeks ago, but I'm going to read it to you. Okay, so if you're grossed out or offended by this, what happened? It booted me out. Maybe I was swearing too much. I'm here. Maybe I'm here. Right, let me know if you can hear me again. I'm back. Don't know what's going on. Gracie, you're very welcome. Thank you for joining me for the first time, and do come back. I don't know what the last bit was that I got to, because I need to read you the rest of this post. Let me know that you can still hear me and still see me, and I'll tell you the last bit. Did you hear Gucci eyebrow, Poundland eyebrow? Yay, I'm back. I don't know what happened then. It booted me off and it said it had disconnected me, but at least I'm still live. Okay, so I'm going to read from the eyebrows. I just started and it went off. Oh no. Right, okay. Did you hear pulling long hairs out of your arse crack after a shower? Did you hear that bit? First line of your oh fuck. Right, okay. I'll start again then, because this is a treat that you all need to hear. Okay, so if you're grossed out or offended by this post, you're either not a woman or you're living a life of denial. What I'm going to do is no, I'm not going to screen share. Leslie, bless you, my lovely. Thank you so much for coming on. Okay, so being a woman isn't always makeup and big knickers. It's pulling long hairs out of your arse crack after a shower. When you have a bath and your vagina swallows a gallon of water, you're walking around 20 minutes after drying and dressing, and then you feel like you've pissed your knickers. Shaving your fanny is smooth as a baby's bum and it's prickly the next day. Walking in front of your friend and saying, "Can you check me?" when you're not entirely sure that Mother Nature has come to say hello again for another week and she's showing herself on your newly washed jeans. Gucci eyebrow, Poundland eyebrow. Looking at Instagram perfect pictures and feeling like a fucking potato. We've all been there, all done that. Doing the wriggly pants dance to fit your ass into that tight pair of jeans. I do that on the daily. This one. Ripping out a pube on a sanitary towel wing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Been there. That one small patch that you miss while shaving. Ingrown hairs. Taking your bra off and literally walking around the house with a red bra outline around your tits from the wire. Yep. Thinking you've stopped bleeding, so wearing nice underwear and then boom, flows back. Finding the right jeans and a nice top to go out. That's fucking hard. It is. how much do you struggle to find jeans and a nice top? Like, it's hard. Itchy period nipples. Birth control. Everything and anything about birth control. It's pure hell. This one. When you get random flutters or twitches in your belly and you freak out that you might be pregnant, but it's probably a fart. Fanny daggers. You know. If you know, you know about fanny daggers. When you roll over and your boob gets stuck underneath you. The sting of going for a wee after childbirth. This one's gross, but I know, right? This next one, it is absolutely gross, but you are all gonna, like, you'll be like, mm-hmm. The little fart bubble that happens sometimes and it goes up your vag instead of out of the back. How many of you are sat like, yeah. Having to hold your titties when you run up the stairs without a bra on. Having to scoop the boobs back into your bra. Having to have smears. Although it doesn't hurt, it's just another worry for a woman to have. But don't put it off and book them in. The pure headache from having your hair up in a ponytail all day and the relief of taking it out and giving ourselves a head rub at the back where the hairband was. Sneezing when you're on your period. Getting that shaving rash 2 days after shaving and it kills against any underwear and you have to look like you've got crabs when all you want to do is scratch it. And the list goes on. What a species we are. Like, that is absolute gold. See, men do have it easy. Do you know, all of those laughing faces, all of those happy faces in the comments have given me, like, oh, love it. So men think we're beautiful creatures, unless you've been with one for a long time that knows you too well. Then they know that you're not all a ray of sunshine. But that wasn't a fart, by the way. That was me moving this. I'm not quite comfortable enough to do that on a live. So yeah, that little bit of comedy gold is on my page. But also you can look through. I do post serious posts on there that you can read through that you probably might really like resonate with you and go from there. So yeah, have a look on the page if you haven't already. Check out the website and do make sure that you do set your notifications to make sure that you do see bits on the page. So make sure you do sign up to be entered in for next month's free giveaway. So I'll be back next Tuesday evening, 8:45 live again. And is it next Tuesday? I have got on the, I believe it's the 18th, I have got another special guest. So definitely, is it next week or the week after? So not next Tuesday, but the week after on the 18th, I have got Louise Ward coming on, an amazing lady who has been watching tonight, and I cannot wait to have her on. We will have lots and lots to talk about. Hopefully I haven't scared her off with all that post and the nasty lady talk. But that will be one to watch, absolutely a special guest one, because Louise and I will be really talking about some real and raw topics within her life, that some things I've been through and go through as well, and more information I'll be putting out about that on the page, so you kind of know what we're going to be talking about. But it'll be one absolutely not to miss. And don't forget, if you've joined us late this evening, you can watch back at the beginning of this one my interview with Sanne, who is an incredible sound healer who does soul songs for you, personalized soul songs, which is such a beautiful, beautiful gift. Louise, you're still hanging on in there. Yay. So we'll be back. Me and Louise will be back on the 18th. I'll be back next week on my own. And then the week after that, I'll have Louise. We will be putting the world to rights. We'll be talking about lots of things, really. There's quite a lot of bits that we've got to discuss, but it'll be great to have a good old chit chat, to maybe talk about things that maybe you can resonate with, or that you've been through that we're going to be chatting about, or anything, like also raising awareness for a very special cause. It'll be lovely. And if you're watching and you've got something, maybe a story that you want to tell, you want to come live and talk about, or if you've got something close to your heart that you want to raise awareness of, or if you want to just give yourself a shout out, then why not? Lots of you commenting in. So thank you all again for joining me on this Tuesday evening. I'll be back next Tuesday. In the meantime, keep an eye on the page. If you do want to sign up for Friday night's masterclass, please do hop on there. Do it sharpish, because I'm going to be taking it off the main page tomorrow. And those of you that are newbies that haven't watched me before, thank you so much for hanging in this long on your first time watching me. Hopefully it's been an absolute treat and you'll be back next time. Hopefully I haven't scared you off. So lots and lots of love to you all. Sending you much love. Hoping you have a wonderful rest of your week. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on the shop, making sure those orders are going through all right. And I'm going to upload the code for the, actually before I go, I'm going to upload the code for the bath bombs so that on there, I'm going to do, right, the code is going to be 3 bombs. 3 bombs for £6. What were they? They were £2.47. Okay, so my maths is really shit. 47 times 3 is 41. Okay, so then I need to take off 141. Oh shit, not that one. Discount £1.41, and then that should give you, when you order 3 bath bombs, you add on 3 bombs, and that will take it down to £6 for you. If you want to order 6, then obviously it will take it down to £12. So there we are. Shit, where's that at? There we go, Bath and Body. Okay, so that coupon is on, it is live. So literally the code is this. So that's the code there if you want them bath bombs. I'm going to check out all the orders that have come through because my phone has been pinging. But if you want your bath salts, your tarot decks, your bombs, your soap, anything else, pop it on there. If you've got a question about any of the products on there as well, do pop me a message. But I'm going to have a drink of my water. I'm going to sip that down and I'm going to add the Herbs of Grace soap on, and then I am off to bed. So lots of love to you all. Sweet dreams, Nanite. Wishing you well for the week ahead and lots of love. I shall see you next week. No, that's not right. I haven't got one to finish off. It's not there. So I'm just going to say bye and log off. So toodle pip and lots of love.